That was wild.
Welcome back to another episode of the panel. We are going to waste no time. The road to gold is set. The knockout stage is set. We got our matchups. We know who Team USA is playing. They will be playing Brazil. We also got the other games lined up as well. Let me go ahead and just put this on the screen so you guys can see this for yourselves. What's up, fellas? How you feeling today?
It's Monday. Running good. Let's do it.
Hello, African Americans and Black people across the world.
What's up, brother?
What's good?
Swiper, what up, brother?
All right, Here we go. Right here. Here we go.
Oh, Greece made it.
Yeah, they are in the quarterfinals.
Oh, I know that. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out Greece. They made it. As you can see, this is what we got. So we got Germany versus Greece.
Mm-hmm.
We got France versus Canada. We got Serbia versus Australia. And then we got the US of A versus Brazil. How are we feeling about this, fellas? How we like the entertainment factor here?
Two things that I'm worried about.
Early is tough. Sorry, go ahead.
It's gonna be good.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, chill.
I'm sorry. Two things that I'm worried about. I'm worried about with the USA. We got, even though from a talent aspect, we should handle Brazil. We got one of the worst rebounding. I think we are the worst offensive rebounding team in the league in the group stage, and Brazil is the best offensive rebounding team in the Olympics. That worries me. And Greece should be worried. Germany should be worried a lot more about Greece than they are. Even though I think Germany's going to be in the gold medal game, they should be a lot more worried about Greece than they are. Their guard play has gotten a lot better. Kalatis is a lot better than what I thought he was going to be. I am worried about that for Germany.
Swipe. The whole left side of that bracket is nice. Go ahead, Swipe.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, bro, the U.S. Serbia side is gonna be nuts. Those are all good teams, but I think I'm torn, man, because I think first off, I do want to say, because Chill did, Chill did bring up South Sudan and how beautiful it is to see them do what they did. I just want to say publicly that South Sudan, they don't have a single indoor court in their country, not one. And I think after that performance that they put on, they absolutely 1,000% deserve to have one built. And I know there's some political reasons why some of that stuff doesn't exist for them, but I mean, they showed like true grit and true heart, and they showed they could play with the best. So shout out to them. But I absolutely am excited.
You praising losing, Swiper?
Yeah, respect.
Swiper, right quick, while you still on this topic, I do want to share this from Luau Dang, because he had some comments on that game versus Serbia. As you guys know, basically South Sudan was playing against Serbia, and it was kind of a winner gets in type of situation. And, well, Serbia got the best of them. But Coach Royal Ivy and Luau Dang both had some strong comments based on that game. Royal Ivy said it was a travesty based on what the refs did and that they were cheated. And this is what Luau Dang said verbatim. I'm going to go ahead and read this to you guys, but you see it up on the screen. He said, "I don't know why there are no African referees in the Olympics. It's 2024. But if these referees are not familiar with our game or our style, then I don't know what the World Cup or the Olympics is. Is it just European basketball style and we are not allowed to be aggressive?" Were you guys able to tune into this game?
Yeah, the whole game. And I think that's a very salient point to say, why are there no African referees in the Olympics? I think that's huge. But Chill, I'm also going to fully acknowledge they were hacking the crap out of Serbia. Like it's both and. One can be true. And one is true that the fact that they do need some African referees. But Chill, I don't know if you watched that game, Mars. They were slamming. Joker had 9 free throws in the first half, y'all. And we know he don't go to the free throw line. He don't go to the free throw line at all. I think when Thon was guarding him, when Maker was guarding him, I want to say he had 100-pound advantage in the paint. So you can just imagine. You can just imagine like the level of physicality they were trying to bring to the game. And they were doing it to everybody. But y'all, I'm sorry, they didn't lose because of free throws. They lost because Bogey showed up. I don't know if y'all been watching. Bogey finally had a game. Chill.
That's Oxman. That is Oxman.
I think 6 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, that's
6 of 9 from 3.
Right,
I know he had 30.
About time he did something.
And I got asked the question this morning since you brought that up, Ron, about the Olympics. Why do these guys that we see in the Olympics, like Jose Alvarado in the Olympics look like he should be an all-star, only except he's a rotation guard in the NBA. Why aren't these guys able to translate this to the NBA? Well, the game is different. Game is way different in the NBA. You're a rotation guard in New Orleans, with the Puerto Rican national team. He's very much turned loose. I equate a lot of this stuff to Linsanity. What I mean when I say that is there were plenty of guys who was watching Jeremy Lin do his thing and saying to themselves, if they turned me loose and I had 35 minutes and they gave me the ball, I could do that too. There's plenty of guys who are doing that. So if you get to the international game, which may be a little bit different than the pro game, you see these guys being turned loose. You see how much better they actually are. I mean, Jose Alvarado he's a great example of that. How much better he is in the Olympics. Jake Landale, he can barely get off the bench in Houston, right? He can barely get off the bench in Houston, but then he's in the Olympics and he looks like one of the best players in the world. So to Swiper's point, when you're talking about the South Sudan team, I mean, they wanted to play physical, sure, but I mean, we can't get to a point where it's out of control. Now, two things could be true, right? No African refs. Why are there no African refs? Why are there no black referees? Let's start with that right there. Did you guys see any during these Olympics? Because I didn't see any.
With the African refs though, I think having Olympics like this, having teams like South Sudan this time, having teams like kind of Nigeria was the past couple, I think that's going to pave the way to start having more African refs. I don't expect there to be any African refs. Just based on just the politics of the world, and just based on the fact that there hasn't been very prolific African teams making deep runs in the Olympics or whatnot. I don't expect that. But with teams like South Sudan, with guys like Luau Deng isn't the only person that could have went to one of these African countries and put money behind one of these, teams with great athletes. Yeah. But he stepped up and did that. So when we get other guys like let's say Joel Embiid in a couple Olympics, let's say Pascal Siakam here in a couple Olympics, let's say guys like that, they start going back, investing in their countries and doing things like that. Then I believe we'll probably start having some more African representation in these Olympic Games. I'm not gonna make a big deal of not having any African refs in this Olympics. I wouldn't expect there to be. That's just the facts. The facts as I see them. You know what I'm saying? So I'll call it not a fact. It's an opinion of mine. I wouldn't expect there to be any African refs, any African representation in these Olympics, especially in a country like France today. Now, with what South Sudan just did, and once again, like I already said, if we get more guys to go back to these countries and invest in these countries, build gyms, run camps, some of these guys that are in Australia, if those guys go back home and do things like this, then yeah, okay. So in 2028, 2032, you know what I'm saying? In those Olympics, yeah, I would expect to see a little bit more African representation, but I'm not shocked. I wouldn't even consider myself upset to not see any African representation, especially from referees in this Olympics. But I believe that there is a time where that's coming soon.
You feel like a lack of training for referees in Africa,
I don't feel like the game has had that much representation in Africa. I don't feel like it's necessarily caught up to the rest of the world yet, but I feel like it's on its way. So I'm not saying that it's not deserved, but y'all know how politics work. You don't get everything you deserve when you deserve it. It takes a little time, takes a little bit more representation, and it takes investments like what Luau Deng just did. So for us to just assume that okay, South Sudan is getting this big investment for Luau Deng. Now we're going to expect to see a bunch of African refs in the Olympics. I think it's a bit naive.
My question is why is it that there are? Why is he asking that question? Why is it because there's just no black people as referees, or does he think that African refs are going to call the game different?
I think he's doing it. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. I think he's doing it to shed a light on it for us to have conversations like we're having right now. Luau Deng don't expect there to be no African refs in the Olympics. I think he's doing his job and saying what he's supposed to say,
Right.
so that we can take notice of it, and that African refs can start getting involved in, or whatever it is, the unions or whatever it may be, the groups that they're getting, maybe start trying to ref in the Euro League, or
shed some light on it. Sure, I can
yeah,
get
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was the one ref,
Yeah.
there was the one ref from Korea this year that came to America just to be a ref in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So if we start getting maybe if Luau Deng decides, you know what, I'm taking these five refs from the African League. I'm going to bring them to America. We're going to train them up. We're going to get them involved in the NBA, get them involved in the G League. You know what I'm saying? Take them to the Euro League, leagues that are more respected today than the league in Africa, because the league in Africa is not on the same level yet. But once again, with the athletes that are down there, with the guys from Africa that are making names for themselves, it will be 100%. It will be. And like I said, I believe Luau Deng did what he was supposed to do by making that statement. I don't think he believes that there should be any African refs in there today, but that's not saying that they're not capable. It's just that we just haven't got to that point yet. But they're definitely on their way. I think so.
And Ron, you've been to the Euro League. You've seen what's going on in Europe, also in the French League and in the Italian League. I'm wondering if because I'm sure there are black referees in the Euro League. I'm sure that there are black referees.
I haven't seen one.
Not one?
I have not. Now keep in mind, I'm not there for every game. I'm not there for the duration of the season. I've been there in person for multiple games.
Sure.
I've been to Euro Cup games. I've been to national Greek games. I've been to national Turkish games.
Sure.
I don't see black refs, but also too, keep in mind where you're at too. I don't expect there to be many black refs in Istanbul. I don't expect there to be many black refs in Athens. I expect there to be black refs in Africa, but keep in mind on the world stage, that's a little different because you're being represented from everybody. But that kind of leads me to my next thing too, because speaking of representation, there has never been an African country to make it to the knockout round until this year. And it's not on the men's side. South Sudan got close. But on the women's side, Nigeria has advanced to the knockout stage. And this is on the screen right now. This is the women's knockout round. So all of these teams were able to make it to the next stage. You have
you see that kept them off the boat.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Kept who off the boat, Ox? One more time.
Nigeria on during the opening ceremony when they had all the teams on the boat. They said it was too full. They said it was too full, and they kept the Nigerian women's team off the boat. They said there wasn't enough room for them, and then the next day they came and whooped Australia's ass.
How about that?
And so you can see it right here, and I don't want to say that it's set up or politics or anything like that, but
no, they're cooked.
Lo and behold, the first team from Africa, Nigeria, gets into the knockout round, and then they got to deal with the strongest team in the world, both men's and women's.
Right.
But that's what it is. But congratulations to them for getting to this point. You have Nigeria versus USA. Then you got Australia versus Serbia. Then you got France versus Germany down there at the bottom left. And then up top, you got a very good Belgium team versus Spain. So this is what we got on the women's side.
It's Australia versus Serbia in both leagues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we can get a rematch between Germany and Belgium and US in the gold medal game?
That Belgium team was tough, Chill.
They got a good team, yo. Yeah, they got a good team, and they play the entire time too. The whole game they playing hard.
I think we're gonna get a Serbia versus US in both brackets to go to the finals, to go to the gold.
You think? All right, so let's go through this because this I was excited to do this and ask you guys who's gonna win what. So let's go ahead and start on the men's side. Swiper, you said you got Serbia, so let's talk about that game. Serbia and Australia. Who do you guys got? And Swiper, before I ask the rest of you guys, why do you have Serbia?
Yeah, man. So Serbia has a lot of size. They have like some athleticism, like in their front court. But really, like I said, Bogi and Micic are just gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play like they did last game and just be effective. But I just don't think that Australia's gonna have any answer for what like Joker on the inside. I think this is the first time I have watched Joker since 2016 in the Olympics, and like he's actually like going at people like consistently because he's just in a different place in his career. And like again, if somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Joker finished as a plus 28 in the game versus South Sudan.
Plus
so,
wow. That's
I also think that like there are just going to be like a lot of opportunities for them, like securing the rebound, securing the boards, running out in transition. Now, but Australia is tough though. Like they got some really good players on that side. Josh Giddey's been playing really well. Mars is number 1 overall draft pick. Jock, what's his name? Jock. Oh, sorry, Mars. That's right. You're good. You know, he's number 1 draft pick. You know, he's been playing really well. So it's going to be a good game. It really will be a good game. But I do expect Bogey to go off again. Hopefully for 25. You know, maybe 3 threes made, something like that.
I think Australia runs the best action in the whole Olympics. I don't think there's anybody that runs better action than Australia. I just think from a talent standpoint, Serbia runs good action, and I think that that's where the scale is going to get tipped. Their front line is just better. Joker is better than anybody that they have. And with a long ball shooter like Bogey, who's now starting to pick it up, I just feel like that's just the difference in them actually beating Australia. I feel like if Australia I think they're coached very well. I don't think that there's a lot of teams. I to be honest with you, I don't know if there's any team that's coached better than Australia, but I just feel like from a talent aspect, if you match the action and if you match what these guys do individually, I just feel like Australia can't match Serbia from that aspect. And I think that's going to be the difference in the game. I have Serbia handling them.
Big Ox.
It's tough to call, man.
That's a tough call, bro.
Tough to call. I mean, Jokic is the best player. I think Australia is a better team.
Yeah.
Just based on that, I got to go with Australia. And I know, like how Chill was saying the story they coached. I know for a fact they got some basketball geniuses down there in Australia. Like the way they look at basketball down there, the way they coach and stuff it's a lot. It's just different. I think they got something for Serbia for sure.
Who's the best player on Australia's side, you think, in the game?
I think Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey?
Yeah.
Eat it, Mars. It's not Jacques Landale. Eat it, Mars.
Why is it no? Why is it no? Why?
That's not a knock to Jock. I just think it's Giddey.
Why is he not the best player on the team? Whatever.
They got a lot of good hoopers though. They got a lot of good hoopers. So.
They do. Better ball handler. His shot looks a lot better in the Olympics than it does in the regular season in the NBA. Way better. He's getting way better looks. Shot looks a lot better. Getting downhill a lot better. And to your point, Ox, when you're talking about coaching, I mean, that action, I can't bring it up enough, man. What they do in Australia with how do you defend that? If they had better talent, it kind of reminds me of what they do. It kind of reminds me of what they do at UConn. You have to switch. If you don't switch, you're going to get destroyed with the back picks and the back cuts and the curl cuts and the constant action that they run, constantly keeping the team, keeping you on your heels. It's incredible.
Josh Giddey's just so much better when Shea gets out of his way.
I think that's fact. I do.
Jock Lando better, but yeah, Josh Giddey cool. Jack McVay better too. But yeah, I go Australia. I can't give you basketball reasons. I'm just picking the Houston Rockets. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, they're faster and more athletic, and they have shooters too. Like,
oh, well, that's the basketball reasons. Yeah, I go Australia, faster, more athletic, and they can shoot. So yeah, I'm going with Australia.
We haven't talked about Patty Mills too. Like, I know Patty Mills in his elder stages, but let's not for one reason think that Patty Mills won't come off that bench and give them 8 threes. We've seen him do it before.
We've seen it before.
Today.
You don't lose that burner, Chill. Hey, like you don't lose your burner.
If he see 2 go in, all right, okay. Damn. I seen Sergio Llull do it at 41. I'm pretty sure Patty Mills could do it too. Matter of fact, he had a good game. I think in the not the game. What's the warm-up games? What are they called? In the exhibition games. He had one game where he went off for, I want to say, about 20. I think it was their second exhibition game. So I mean, he's still got something. He's still got some legs, and his wrist ain't broke.
Should the team break it?
As much as I want to be a contrarian and take and I do think it's being a bit of a contrarian taking Australia.
Why? Because they got Jokic?
I think it's yes. I think it's a bit. Well, you remember coming in, I said that I think Serbia is the second best team in this. And I said, and so that's why I would say it's being a contrarian because I believe Serbia is better, and I want to. Something in me tells me that Australia is going to win, but I have to go with. I have to stick to my guns. I believe.
When is this game?
Good.
Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in America.
Damn, Swiper, you got your alarm set for this?
No, I have the schedule, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so
When's the last time you missed the Jokic game?
No, for real. I'm dead. Like all the Olympic stuff has been chaotic. It's been chaotic, y'all. This schedule is crazy. Like I even finding like the men's times, the U.S. women national team, the soccer team played the other day. Like I missed the first 15-20 minutes of the game. Like it's just like there's so many events going on. The beach volleyball stuff been crazy. I don't know if y'all been watching everything. Oh, by the way, are y'all track and field fans?
Of course. The Olympics just started for me.
Did you see the mixed medley though? With the Netherlands, the women, the mixed teams with the Netherlands with bro. Did you see bowl?
What I did see, well, first of all, I didn't even know that they had co-ed track. That's new to me. I did not know that they had that. That's number one. Number two, I mean, they running the 400. They running the 400 at 49 seconds.
Yes,
each one of them. That's incredible. I'm not sure if you know this, Mars, but that's a quarter of a mile in less than a minute. That's what they running.
Hey, my fastest 400 was 50. 50 and some change. Yeah,
when in high school?
Ron, you never ran 50 in the 400. Knock it out.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, yo, no. If Ron damn near could have went to the Olympics, he would have focused. Like now, you should see Ron on that triple jump for real.
So Ron, you had Olympic athletic ability.
I mean,
if you run the 450 seconds, that's Olympian athletic ability.
50 for a man is not crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they running 46s. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Somebody just ran a 44.
That's without work.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But chill. And that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. That was his first time even doing.
I'm just showing up to the track. I'm just going to run around the track. You and Ron don't know how to run.
Yeah, but knocking off 6 seconds is tough.
I was more so talking about the triple jump, Mars.
First of all, 6 seconds. That's like that's like a world record or something crazy like that.
No, they're running 44s now. Again, this is why people like evolution in the human biology is insane. Chill. When Noah Lyles just won that 100-meter dash, do you know 7 people ran a 9.9 or faster? 7 people. Ox, do you remember when we were younger and Maurice Green was running that? They had 7 people ran a 9.9. Come on, bro. And the last person slowed up.
That was that 100 right there was insane. Like to me, it didn't look like he won.
Yeah, I ain't seen a race that close before. I mean, I grew up in the boat era, so I ain't used to seeing races that close. I'm just one person, everyone battling for second. I ain't never seen something that close. I didn't even know the rules until they had to explain it because normally there's not a photo finish for me. I didn't know because Shane Thompson's foot crossed the line, but I didn't know that it wasn't about your foot; it was about your torso. So I'm there just mad as hell that Noah Lyles is beating the Jamaican. Damn, but then so
he was getting cooked at the beginning off that line. Noah was getting cooked.
And then
he a 200-meter runner this.
And you also realize, and again, chat's true. Evolution is just I'm talking about and I'm not talking about evolution, creation, like origin. I'm talking about like people get faster and you get smarter. That's just the way society works. We get bigger. Chill is 52 years old and he's 6'4". Do you realize that 6'1", 51. Sorry, 51. So 51. Do you realize 100 years ago, you were lucky to be alive and black at 51, let alone 6'4". That doesn't make. He's just walking around. He'll be throwing boulders over his shoulders 100 years ago, doing all that. That's what I'm saying. Like this things are just different. But y'all, the Netherlands got 2 women that are 6 feet tall that just ran like sub 40, 49, sub 50, 400s. What?
I think the Netherlands is the tallest country in the world. I think,
bro,
like men and women. I think the average height for men there is 6 feet, and women is like 5'9" or something. So they're just a very big country.
I'm over too chill.
That don't sound like a bad idea.
Shout out, Bull. Shout out, Leaky. They are like insane. But the women 4x1 and the swimming went crazy. Chill. The best time of the year is the Olympics. The best time every 4 years is the Olympics. You get to see the best talent in the world.
Yes, that's what I was trying to. I was trying to make sense of. Am I calling myself the best in the world? Because I was a little bit torn about this, Ox. I'm thinking to myself, do I call myself the best in the world? I'm faster than you, and I beat you by 0.0005 seconds. That's how that was the race between you and me. I didn't beat you by a second. I didn't beat you by a half a second. I beat you by 0.0005.
That was just your day.
That's how fast I was. That's how much faster I was than you. Am I really saying I'm the fastest on the planet? Yes.
You got the right to.
You know why? Because of who I just went up against. That's why. I'm saying I'm the fastest man on the planet, even though I beat you by 5/10,000th of a second.
But that's not even Lyle's best event, though. It's the 200.
200. Oh, yeah. He's probably going to run away with 200.
Right.
The thing about
you see how much faster he gets.
Yeah, he gets faster throughout the race. Yeah,
right. Place 20 yards into the race, he was in last.
Right.
Yeah, he walked all them dudes down.
Right. But chill. That's what I'm saying though. Yeah, that race is the only race that matters. So if you beat me yesterday and I beat you in this race, I'm the fastest man in the world. With that being said, if I'm one of them Jamaicans, I'm tripping. Get back on the line right now. Right now. Get back on the line. We're doing this again right now. I don't care what y'all talking about. Who's running this back?
Since 2004, first gold medal since 2004.
20 years. Yep.
Because
he won it in 2021 because it wasn't bold because he retired.
No, it was
the Jamaican dude.
No, it wasn't a Jamaican.
I think it might have been what's the Jamaican woman's name that tore her Achilles, and she Thompson, Elaine Thompson. She won in 21, and then on the other end it was it might have been Britain or something like that. I can't remember. Oh, by the way, shout out Mars. You just reminded me. Shout out to St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
What's her name?
Alfred. Is that Alfred?
Julian Alfred.
Yeah.
First, they have chill. Do you know they have 200,000 people in their country?
That's it.
200,000.
I think that's their first gold medal. I think that's their
first gold medal ever. Fastest. They got the fastest woman in the world.
I thought that was their first medal in general.
It might have been. No. Yeah, I think I read there was.
Yeah,
it might have been their first medal.
It was the first medal ever. But like it was a gold medal, and she's the fastest woman in the world.
That's right. The Italian dude won it in 21. The dude that
he was in the race yesterday. He came like
the Italian dude won it. Yep. Lamont
Jacobs.
Yeah, that's him. That's
what I'm saying. Yo, so
we can't keep letting no Italians run no foot races, man.
I'm trying to think what's the and then by the way, Sydney McLaughlin.
I'm just saying.
Sydney McLaughlin and Bowl, they're racing in the 400-meter hurdles on Thursday. So I don't know if people are understanding. Like Sydney McLaughlin is the greatest 400-meter hurdles runner ever, men or women, already.
Oh, how old is she?
The thing is, she's 24. Ron, do you remember seeing her when she was like 17, 18 years old back in the day?
She was in high school, and then I remember her at Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. And then she beat remember Delilah Muhammad. Remember, she was chasing her for years. And then remember, she finally beat her like in 2021. And then literally out of nowhere, she started lapping the field. But the only person that can challenge her is Bowl. And Bowl is the one that just caught everybody in the medley. So I'm telling y'all, man, they're both 24 years old. That's going to be, to me, that's going to be the best showdown 1v1 of the Olympics coming up on Thursday. Mm-hmm. Because they're the two best in the world.
I'm with Ox. I with the exception of basketball, I don't start watching the Olympics until track and field. I really don't. Track and field and gymnastics. Mm-hmm. That's because I used to date a gymnast years ago, and she kind of got me sucked into the Olympics. So when it comes to gymnastics, but gymnastics, track and field, I don't start watching it with the exception of basketball until track and field start. So I'm watching this dude do the hammer throw yesterday.
Yep.
The Canadian guy.
I was watching them all. I'm like,
oh, he was crazy.
You're spinning too fast to know when to let that thing go.
That's why I don't get how they didn't get into the net.
Mars, you know how many times I'm gonna throw it at the net? I'll probably never get it on the field. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be out there like, yo, I tried.
That's a testament to how good these guys are. Because how many times you think he went over that before he actually got it down?
Right.
That's not something. Right.
When you can do it all your life, I mean, it's crazy.
The guy I've seen, I don't know his name. He's the Canadian guy. He's like 22. He beat everyone by like 5 meters.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
he got 84 and everyone got 79.
And then
I don't get it, man.
And then Mars, they're doing the javelin.
Yep.
And these psychopaths are just standing there in the field like this is not no big ass spear just coming straight at you. They're just watching it like, oh, I'll mark that. Like, bro, get out the way. What are you doing?
Yo, do you know who has an argument for the best athletes in the world?
The
decathlon. Did y'all see that? The dude from Norway won, Mars?
I know it ain't no race car drivers.
I don't. The decathlon makes no sense to me. I don't understand how you're doing all those events. I'm watching them do high jumps over 2 meters, but they also sprint. Like they're the best athletes.
They got to sprint. They got to do a mile. They have to do everything, every event in track and field for the most part. And chill, like it's basically like best of 16. You're gonna do all these events, and then whoever come out on top at the end on the point system, that's who wins. But that's insane, bro. Like they're jumping, sprinting, running, everything. Crazy. It's crazy.
Ridiculous. All right, fellas. We got our prediction for one game. We're gonna get our predictions for the rest of the games. But what I need for you guys to do, the viewers that are watching the show, so I need you guys to like the video. I need you guys to show us some love on this like button today. I need the comments to keep turning up today. It's a Monday. I need y'all to bring the energy from this good-ass weekend of everything sports in the Olympic world. I need you guys to subscribe if you haven't. And last but not least, you guys already know I need you to become a member. I need you to be like Kendall Daniels. I need you to be like Multi Kenny. I need you to be like Cobra Son of Raditz. I need you to be like the GOAT himself, Dorian Clayton. Those are our Hall of Fame members. You can be a Hall of Fame member too. All you got to do is go and upgrade your membership and join the GOAT tier. All right, y'all. The next game that I want to talk about is Germany and Greece. Who got this one?
Germany's walking them down, bro.
I think they smoked them.
Giannis is going to have 35 and 10, and everybody's going to be like, man, look, great effort, Giannis. Great job. And they're gonna get beat by 25 points, and we can.
I think they smoked them, Ron. I don't think they beat Greece. I think they straight smoked them.
I'm picking Greece because you guys are hating. So
hating on Giannis by saying he gonna get 35 and 10. Mark.
I'm not saying you're hating on Giannis. I'm saying you're hating on Greece.
Name 3 players starting for Greece?
No.
No, because you don't know, or no, you don't want to. Mark. Which one is it?
Oh. I haven't watched one dribble of Greece in these events. But I'm picking them. So, hey, Giannis, Nikolaithis, Papa Giannis, Papa Nicolau. That's 4.
Papa Nicolau. He the one.
Come on, man. But no, I don't know anything they've done. People have asked me, have I watched Giannis in the Olympics? No, I haven't watched Greece. I'm just putting out.
You're not missing nothing. It's the same thing in the league, bro. Same thing in the league.
Well, this the thing, though. Like, once again, I got Germany. Germany has a far superior team, in my opinion. But when you got a player like Giannis, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? When you got a player like Giannis, anything can happen. You got Giannis and some shooters in basketball. It could just be one of them days. Like Greece could definitely win it, but I got Germany though.
I think Germany's going to end up in the gold medal game with the U.S.
Do you think they beat Canada?
I do. I think they end up in the gold medal game. Question: they end up in the gold medal game. I don't think they're gonna win it, but let's say Germany wins the gold medal game.
They're not. Germany ain't beating the U.S. and nothing.
I don't think they are.
You know why? And you know why?
Because the U.S. is just much more talented.
No, you know why.
But let's hear it though, Chill. What's the hypothetical?
My question, Ron, is Germany ends up in the gold medal game. They end up winning the gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
So they won the FIBA.
Mm-hmm.
Now they win the gold medal. Dennis Schroeder was the FIBA MVP. What's the logic on these dudes going into the league this year?
Give that man a max contract.
I'm just saying, because we talk about best players in the world, right? And it just so happens that this is an Olympic year. I still think Joker's the best player on the planet, and I don't think
so. You're gonna give Dennis Schroeder a couple points?
I'm asking a question of a guy who was the FIBA MVP, and then now he leads his team to a gold medal. Do we have to start talking about Dennis Schroeder different?
If Jason Tatum loses to Dennis Schroeder in the finals, I'm coming for you, Chill. That's all.
You always respect.
I'm coming for Chill. To be honest with you, if they lose to Germany, yes, 100% I am.
I'm just saying that contract that he lost from the Lakers, somebody need to go ahead and conjure that up. I don't know. It's 30 teams in the NBA. One of y'all need to go ahead and go back in time. Draw up
what's his current deal?
And give it to him.
I think it's a 1 year.
I don't know.
He's 30 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said the other day, this Olympics has nothing to do with the NBA. If they can win it, and I'm still not going to be yelling, "Pay Dennis," but I will.
2 years.
Try to put some more respect on Franz Wagner.
13 million.
That's right. I forgot about the Raptors doing that. He getting paid too much. He's making more than who are y'all just hyping up the other day? Luke Kennard. He's making more than him.
He's better than Luke Kennard.
Absolutely, he is. But yeah, I'm not talking about Dennis Schroeder any differently. But I know Noah Lau's gonna be smiling. For sure, he's gonna be smiling. But yeah, I'm not gonna be talking about Dennis Schroeder any differently. But Team USA lose the World Cup and the Olympics. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. They're not the world champs.
Y'all really act like Germany can't turn up. Like Franz Wagner and Dennis Schroeder can't go crazy.
They can go crazy.
I think they'll end up in the gold medal game. I do.
If let's say if France somehow takes care of Canada, Germany spanks France. I can see it, bro.
France won't be in Canada. France won't be in Canada.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying if they did, I know Germany would spank them. So
well, let's get to that game though next. So we got France and Canada. Mars, you said France isn't beating Canada?
I don't see it happening, but they are huge though. They are huge. They are humongous, and Canada's little. We've talked about this before. And it's not like France is big and slow. You know what I'm saying? They're big and athletic. So
yeah, Rudy's big, but he can't catch the ball. So we all right. And Wemby be playing like a wing. So,
I'm so sick of that narrative that
cool.
Rudy can't catch the ball.
And their guard play is atrocious. So I got Canada. France have been. I don't want to say disappointed. I just think I was wrong about the expectations I had of them. And I'm gonna keep saying it. They need a Killian Hayes. Like, if you think I'm trolling or not, they needed a better guard. Killian Hayes is probably the best guard they had available. They probably should have took him. But whatever.
Can I say that maybe you had some influence on it? I think you got more motion than
you think. My God. You think I had influence on the French selection?
Mars, you are a whole lot closer to France than you are to America. So if you got motion over here, I'm assuming you got motion a little bit over there too. And you are like 8% French? So
I would have put Killian Hayes as the first name on the roster if I had him.
I got French in my blood too, Mars.
Two. I mean, I don't just believe
a lot of us do.
Kind of makes sense why y'all kind of
have you done 23andMe, Chill?
Yes, I have.
You know what you are? What are you?
A lot of us.
He said Nigerian. You've last week. He said he's
just Nigerian.
So 82% Nigerian.
Wow.
16% Irish and 16% Irish in United Kingdom. That means somebody was sneaking in the slave quarters, as you know. And the other 1% is South Pacific. I got some Asian people in my family. Didn't know that.
But
I know you and Mars
Nigerian.
I know you and Mars was distant cousins. That's what's up.
Well, so your family's basically like had primarily purposely mostly dated or married Nigerian? Like on purpose, like where they were?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Chill.
Which would explain why I dig Olajuwon so much. That would probably explain it. So
Chill. What'd you say Ox is?
California.
Ox definitely, Ox definitely from West Africa because of the darker skin. Yeah, Ox is definitely from West Africa.
What do you mean darker?
100% from what from the
Who's
west.
The darkest person on the panel?
100% from the western part of America.
He's from the West
California,
Coast.
To be specific.
Yes,
California to be.
And what's Damo?
What did I say? I think I had.
You
Damo
said Congo Damo.
Yeah, Damo's from the Congo. Yeah.
Turn your camera back on, right?
Hey, Damo, I ain't say it. I didn't.
But what if it's right? You don't know. Maybe Damo needs to do one of those 23andMe's, and it turns out he is Congolese, and you were laughing at his ancestry. All right.
I personally don't feel like black people should have to pay for 23andMe or Ancestry.com, but that's literally that's my thing. That's my thing. We shouldn't have to pay to find out where we're from. Personally,
they scamming us, Pirate?
Yes, they've been scamming us. Why should I have to pay for somebody that had nothing to do with? There's a reason I don't know where I'm from. It ain't got nothing to do with me or my family or personal choice. So yeah, 1,000%. How much was it, Chill?
It was less than 20. This was years ago. I did it in like
inflation.
Yeah. Of course, Mars. This was like
you should do it again and see if the figures change. Then if it does change, it's a scam. If you're no longer 82% Nigerian, we know they're just tricking everyone.
Matter of fact,
I'm not gonna lie. I want you to do it again.
I did it. It was way before COVID when I did it. It was like 18, something like that. 18 or 19. It was before COVID.
Hey, let me look and see how much.
This the thing, Mars. You got brothers like Swiper that will see that it costs $19.99. And instead of paying the $19.99, we'll wait 19 years talking about I should get it for free. Like, bro, pay the $19.
No, hold on. First off, you see what that says, Ox?
$99.
$100.
Inflation.
It was not. It was not that much. No, it wasn't. Not when
inflation.
I did it. No, sir, Swiper. It was not that much when I did it.
But you understand? You understand why this should be free? Why should I pay $100 to correct a mistake you made?
I feel you though. I can dig that.
I can dig it.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna throw this back on the screen. Y'all tell me. We did our predictions for the first 4 games. Wait, does anybody have Brazil?
No.
Okay. I didn't want to. I want to be all inclusive. I don't want to seem like I'm being a jackass, but I think we all kind of have Brazil. But and I got a poll running right now. Who's gonna win between Canada and France? And it looks like 75% of you guys are taking Canada. So we'll see how that goes. But now I'm just gonna ask you guys. Who do you have running the table? And I want you guys to tell me who wins in every single game. So, Ox, let's start with you. Let us know who you got winning every game up until the championship.
Okay, I got Germany spanking Greece.
Spanking them, Ox, or handling them?
Spanking them. I got Canada in a close game against France. I got Australia taking care of Serbia. I'm not spanking them, but not too close. I don't want to talk about what I think we're going to do to Brazil.
What you think we're going to do to Brazil, Ox? Do we stop them or do we just handle them?
Probably, this is going to be a mud hole. One of them things where it's like, and then after that, of course, I think we'll beat Australia, and I think Germany takes care of Canada. And stop right there, Ron.
You said Germany takes care of Canada, so now
so the championship would be America and Germany,
and then.
The opposite of what happened in the 40s. Yeah, I'm calling an upset right now. Shout out Franz Wagner.
All right. Ox has Germany going back to back. Chill. How you got things panning out?
Well, first of all, Germany got destroyed in the 40s. Let's put that out there. And they also got destroyed in the Olympics in the 40s too. I mean, in the 30s because of Jesse Owens. But anyway, I got Germany handling Greece. I don't think they blow them out, Ox, but I think they handle Greece. I think this French game is going to be a lot closer, but I think I think Canada pulls away late. I'm still worried about Canada's size, man. I am in their front court. I know that I kind of overhyped. Maybe I might have overrated France because of their front court with both Wemby and Rudy. Their guard play hasn't been what I thought it was going to be. I just think Joker is too much, and I think they end up handling Australia. I think we smoked Brazil. I don't think we beat them. I think we smoked them dudes by 25, and then we end up seeing Serbia again, and I think we handle them dudes. I think that's a plus 15 game. I think our second unit is just better than theirs. As good as our first unit is, our second unit outlasts anybody else that they have. And then on the other side, I think Germany handles Canada. I don't think that they beat Canada. I think they handle them, and they end up in the gold medal game with the U.S., where I think the U.S. beats them plus 15.
There you have it. Swiper. Predictions?
Germany reigns supreme. And then we're gonna get Canada. It's gonna be advancing. I got Serbia already. I got the United States of America. And then Canada versus Germany. Unfortunately, the Allies will lose this one, and Germany will win. And then we will have America beating Serbia again. Joker's probably going to play 38 minutes, and they're going to lose by 12 in the 2 minutes he sits. And then we're going to get the hope of the world versus Germany again, and the hope of the world will prevail.
All right, Mars, I know you can give us the most realistic scenario of what would happen. So that's why I saved you for last, because I know people will pay more attention to what's last, and this is what will linger on up until it actually happens. So, Mars, let us hear it.
The United States will beat Brazil. Australia will beat Serbia. Germany will beat Greece. Canada will beat France. Germany will then beat Canada. And the United States will beat Australia. Germany and United States will play in the gold medal game. United States will win. Germany will come second. And then in the bronze medal game, Australia will lose to Canada. So Canada will get the bronze medal.
Oh, nice.
Wait. So hold on. I'm the only one here that has Canada going to the gold medal game.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't think Canada stands a chance against Germany?
I didn't say that. I just said I go with Germany winning. I didn't say that they have a chance. They're going to be at the game. They're going to have a chance. I just picked Germany to win that game.
Yo, so all of you guys think Germany is just clearly a better team?
I do.
Nah. I just think they're better, yeah. And I think they're going to win. But if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be like, oh, my God, I didn't see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got Canada handling them dudes.
If they had Zach Edey, I'll feel different, huh?
I actually do think Zach Edey would be such a big difference for them.
He'd be a huge difference. 100% he would.
Yeah,
Ron, why you like Canada over Germany? What's moving you with Canada over Germany?
So I know Germany's camaraderie is crazy, but Canada they play well together too. Mm-hmm. And it seems like I like the pace that they get with SGA, Dylan Brooks, RJ Barrett. Them dudes is all on the same page. They all in attack mode. They three dogs out there.
Right.
But also Germany's not that big as well. So I'm not too concerned about Dwight Powell. I like Kelly Olynyk in that game. So I'm not too concerned about the front line. I'm more so looking at guard play. And I know a guy like Dylan Brooks, he could size up with Franz. I know, Franz get hot, good luck. But Dylan Brooks, I like Dylan Brooks and Lou Dort. If anybody could do it, I like Dylan Brooks and Lou Dort. But furthermore, too, I'm looking at Dennis Schroeder and I'm like, yeah, Dennis Schroeder on this Olympic stage, on this FIBA stage, you are the truth. You are him. But I feel the same way the Canadian coach feels. Anytime we step on the court against any team, I feel like we got the best player.
Shout out to Nemhot.
He's been cold.
Hey, man.
He's been good.
They got him coming off the bench.
He's been a near all-star since started the playoffs.
And so
he's been
it's not that I know talent doesn't trump all, and I know this is especially in a FIBA sport, it's a team game. But I like the way that Canada plays together, and I just think that they're more talented. So I'm rocking with Canada until US comes in, knocks them off.
So when you think
Canada definitely has a star power for sure.
I won't argue that. Nope.
I didn't even mention their fourth best player, Jamal Murray.
You didn't mention RJ Barrett either. I think
no, you did not.
In passing.
Oh, my bad.
But he deserves a whole segment. But,
yeah, if you're gonna bring up Jamal Murray, you can name the 7 players better than him right now.
7. Wow.
Shout out to Jamal Murray.
That's crazy. Jokic won the NBA title with the 7th best Canadian player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jokic is that good. Jokic is that good, bro.
Does that mean he could have got 6 other Canadian players to play ahead of Jamal Murray and they could have won it still?
Apparently, if RJ Barrett's the number 2 option on that run, they might have won in 16-2, not 16-4.
Who's to say that they wouldn't be better with RJ?
No.
Okay, we're going left. Let's get us back on track, Ron. Let's get us back on track.
We're not doing that.
I mean, I can't call that. I like RJ.
I'm a big RJ Barrett fan.
RJ is a dog.
Yeah, he ain't Jamal Murray with Joker though. No, Ox.
No, I hate it.
I mean, with Jokic, that's not crazy to say. I don't feel like, you know, I just think, like I've been saying for a while, I think y'all put a little too much on Jamal personally. I think he's a hell of a player, just like I think RJ Barrett's a hell of a player. Now, if RJ Barrett was playing with a guy like Jokic for the past 6-7 years, do I think they still have a ring? Sure, why not?
But they both play different though. Like RJ Barrett doesn't play like Jamal Murray plays.
Who knows how he play with Jokic is all I'm saying.
Well, not Jamal Murray. RJ Barrett has always been a damn good transition player. He's always been good in the open floor. I won't argue that. Jamal Murray being a scorer and being a primary ball handler, I don't think he turned into that. When he was in Denver, he just got better at that. He was already a bucket getter when he was at Kentucky. So with him having the basketball playing off Joker, I don't think that RJ Barrett, who when he was with the Knicks, having the basketball playing off bigs, he was not very good. And if he played with Joker, I don't think he's the passer. I don't think he's the shot creator that Jamal Murray is. So because of that, even if they grew over time, I think that Jamal Murray fits better with Joker, and I think his game fits better with Joker than what RJ Barrett does.
And then you take it back to college, like RJ at Duke clears Jamal at Kentucky.
Does he, Ox? I mean,
to me, I'm talking about.
I was with you on the Jokic page for the last 3 minutes.
Swiper, I'm not taking anything you say serious for the next couple of minutes because you're pretending like you're, you know what I'm saying? You're not engaged.
This is music in my ears, still.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm hearing Jokic should have won with RJ Barrett. Next thing you know, Andrew Nembhard's on the table.
Well,
I like that.
You think I'm above that? What? Like Jokic is that nasty. Like I don't understand why y'all acting like he just can't carry. He can carry. He just needs somebody to let him carry. Jamal hit some clutch shots. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamal Murray isn't. I don't feel like Jamal Murray just clears RJ Barrett. I don't see that at all. I think RJ Barrett.
The L pose in the chat.
I think RJ Barrett deserves a lot more respect.
Y'all,
he wasn't better than Jamal in college, though, in my opinion. So,
for the record, yes was Jamal Murray yes was RJ Barrett and no was Jamal Murray.
Can we get a poll on who was better in college? Because I think RJ clears Jamal.
Does he?
Yeah,
I was hating on RJ at Duke.
I'm 100% confident in the 1 year that Jamal Murray played.
Yeah, Jamal Murray was the most.
I think he averaged 20 a game.
He was the best freshman. He was the best freshman scorer that's ever played at Kentucky of all the players they've ever had.
I don't care. RJ Barrett. Like, did y'all watch RJ at Duke? Right? It was, and even more so, if Zion would have got his big shoulder ass out the way and let RJ do what he was supposed to do, shit would have been crazy. Like,
Zion, get out the way for RJ.
Yeah, see that's how I felt.
I mean, at that point, I thought RJ was the best player in the country. Like I didn't.
At what point? Before they started
the whole season, I didn't think Zion was better than RJ.
What kind of television were you watching at this point?
I was on the campaign of give RJ the ball and get out the way. That's where I was at with it.
Yeah, I was the opposite campaign.
Well, yeah, wasn't
because I was the Cam Reddish guy. So Cam Reddish, Cam Reddish was being held back by RJ Barrett's presence. So I was what's my boy name? Ryan Alex McLaughlin.
McConnell.
Alex McConnell. Come on, man. They had a squad, man. Hey, RJ was like that. Sorry.
Yeah,
hey, by the way, I went back and watched all y'all's in-person Players' Choice stuff y'all did, them little skits and everything y'all did. You know what I'm talking about when y'all were in the room in the white and y'all had to like who's the basketball
weekend?
player? Yeah, yes, PC weekend, all that stuff. Yeah, I was watching. I was like, man, Ronnie, you taller than I thought you were, bro. You're taller than I thought you were. And y'all look.
I told you I'm gonna dunk on you when I see you.
Y'all look. Yeah, no, that's too much. But y'all look more athletic than I thought. Now a couple of y'all, but. Definitely can tell who's a YouTuber and who's a hooper for sure. But it was a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited for the next one.
Yo, Swiper. We got PC Weekend 2 coming up soon, guys. I can't give you any dates or any locations or anything like that. But Swiper,
bring your shoes.
Swiper. Unfortunately, I just got news earlier this morning that you're not gonna make the cut.
Yeah, man. It's just unfortunately football players ain't allowed in the room. Could real muscle show up, real athleticism show up.
We can run routes. We can do anything. Bring
run routes. I'm not running. Chill. What you chill? You 51. I'm not playing it versus senior anyway, so that's over. I'm talking to Ron and Ox.
We'll get you matched up on the 9 route, and I will smoke you.
Hold on, what?
On the 9 route.
On all the videos I watched. Chill, I'm not gonna lie to you. Chill, I'm not gonna lie to you. On every video I watched, you didn't move. Like literally, you stood in one place or sat down the entire time. So I didn't even see you move. I can't speak to you. I can't speak to you about anything. I just know you was tall. You was a fake 6'4". You about 6'3". You about 6'3" a little bit.
Chilling though. That would explain why. So
we was just hanging out,
chilling. Right? So it's not like we were doing a lot of stuff. And we did go out to the park and we shot a little bit. That's where I got
the park.
Yeah, we went out to the park and shot.
No, we're going to a gym. I want to go. To the park.
That's why I got the mid-range merchant from Mars because.
Absolutely.
Mars saw me shooting a little bit. He was like,
"This man chill still act like the 3-point line don't exist. Like it's crazy." I guess.
Hey, I know one thing. I know Bama my quarterback, all-time quarterback, and Bama know where I need the ball, and Bama know what I'm doing. I'm not doing.
I love me some Bam,
I'm not playing. I'm just. I'm
Bama
just
is my man.
And Swiper, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Bama put the ball where I want it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I want to go to a gym. I do not want to play in no park. I don't want to play. I never liked park when I was a kid. I don't like park when I was a kid. I want to go to a gym.
So you're in a real baller then. But
chill. But you know, the double rim. I never liked those. I never in my life liked those.
It doesn't mean I'm not gonna
chill. Even jumping off concrete, I just didn't feel comfortable to me. I always like jumping off a floor. That was just myself.
That's why you're not a real baller.
What you mean a real baller? Chill. I was a better athlete than you. What you talking about? I'm still, especially right now. Especially right now. Chill. Especially with your knees be clanking together when you walk. Your knees be clanking together when you walk.
That is not me. No.
Chill. We're gonna have a chill off. We're gonna have a chill off when we see each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he trying to call you
Chill versus Swipe for 1v1.
I'm not that dude. Mm-hmm.
Damn, Chill, you done got old and your knees then inverted.
Can you believe that? Like I'm
crazy.
Like you like Kenny the Jet. He trying to call you the Jet.
Which, by the way, makes me smaller. I ain't even that tall because my knees is now collapsed. So my height ain't what it used to be. That's not true. I'm a lot stronger.
Hey, Chill.
You
chill the charter.
I had Ox thinking I could still dunk.
You can't. I mean, how many of y'all can still dunk? Ox and Ron, can y'all still dunk?
Yes.
Mars, I'm Mars, respectfully, I'm just not addressing you. But I'm saying you my brother. But I'm addressing so Ron, can you still dunk?
Yes, Ron can still dunk.
All right, bet. Cool.
Swipe, cool. I'll still touch my back with it, do with it, whatever, whatever. Yeah, like
the back
scratches. Yeah.
Hey, Swiper, I almost dunked on Paulo this past weekend.
Who?
But he had to me though. Paulo Banchero.
In Seattle?
He it almost happened, but and then the refs didn't call the foul. I still made the layup, Chill, but the refs ain't called a foul. Malachi Flynn talking out the side of his neck, getting locked up, but I ain't gonna get
Ron not releasing the footage of this back. We just gonna have to take his word that this stuff is happening.
So I was hooping and I had a GoPro on. Like,
so no one can record. No one can record. Be in 2024.
Come on, Ron.
Be in 2024. You acting like you Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game right now.
Hey, but Chill. We for sure doing horse. We're for sure doing horse. I want to see what your shot making look like.
And you're gonna lose. I can tell you that right now.
Look, which one? What we put on it? What we put on it? PC. What we put on it?
Okay, you know we're gonna put on 19 varieties of an elbow jumper. Like that's what we're
doing. First of all, I can't shoot the long ball. That's number one. Number two, what we can put on it is from now on when you see me. When I see you, you will address me as Sir Baller.
Well, you're my elder. I would say Sir anyway. Do you want me to? I can go to Sir. Would you like me to say Sir? For now,
Swiper, I can guarantee you this ain't what you want.
He think it is. He think it's gonna go a certain way, Ox. He just
wait. Are you coming to Miami or no?
Yes, I'm coming down there.
All right, yeah, Miami. All right, Miami end of the month. Cool. Bet.
We gonna have cameras out so we can see this, or we gonna do it wrong?
I'll have no issue. I'm be at the beach anyway.
To Ox's point, this is not gonna go the way you think. It's not.
It's not. I'm just here to Chill. I'm just a meager football player. Okay, I'm just here to have fun. That's all that is. I'm just here to have a good time.
I'm not a meager basketball player. Let me tell you that. Let's put that out there. So even in my advanced age, I am not a meager basketball player. No, I'm not.
But Chill, if this does go the other way though, which it most likely will, then it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, Chill, what we putting on it? What's a real bet? You gotta put a real bet.
I just told you.
I'm not. I call you sir now.
You got to put baller on it.
Sir Baller.
Yes, sir.
That's not even a cool name. You don't want me to call you that.
Sir
Baller.
Yes.
Sir Baller. Just out and about, Sir Baller.
Like sire. Yes, sir. Very much, sir.
That's crazy. But, all right, y'all. We gonna backtrack a little bit because we missed the game of USA versus Puerto Rico, and we haven't spoke on it yet. There was a couple good things that happened in this game. USA obviously beat Puerto Rico by the score of 104-83. Jose Alvarado had a pretty good game. He had 18 points. And then on the other end, Team USA had a very good game, led by a star in the making, Anthony Edwards. He had quite the performance with 26 points on 73% shooting from the field, and he still calls himself the number one option. Also during this game, Kevin Durant became USA's all-time leading rebounder to go along with being an all-time leading points getter.
How about that?
And I think Joel Embiid had his best game so far with 15 points, 3 rebounds.
Did you see he dunked at the end of the game too?
Who, Joel?
Yeah. Apparently the players have been making fun of him for only laying the ball up and shooting floaters, and so he dunked, and then he did that so everybody would, get off his back about it.
Joel said he don't like dunking.
Yeah, he don't. He doesn't.
He said next year hopefully he has a year with 0 dunks.
That's because he's hurt, y'all. He is hurt.
Isn't he only had like 5 dunks last year? I think
it wasn't a lot. Yeah.
Yo, this gold medal that he's about to receive is not worth what he's doing to his body. It's not worth what he's doing to this upcoming season. It's like Paul George. I don't think Paul George realizes he just traded in Kawhi for a bigger Kawhi. Like this is I don't know. I just hate to see it. I hate to see guys.
So you think this is going to be worse? I want to make sure I'm understanding you.
Way worse.
So this season coming up. So you don't think he's going to hold up again this season? This is
when you hurt your knees, you have to rest your knees. Like you can't unless we're talking about tendonitis. If we're talking about tendonitis, then you can play. You can ice it, massage. You can play. But when you have structural damage, you can't just keep running on your knees, especially when you weigh 280 pounds. You have to rest. You have to, and he's not going to have much time to rest. And I hate to see it. I hate to be the one to call it because it's negativity or it's just facts. Like this is a bad look, and I'm nervous for what this next season's going to look like for Joel Embiid. I don't see. There's no possible way. And I'm not no doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think it's possible for him to hold up.
48 game talks, 50 games, and take off the rest
if he plays 48 games, then they're going to be they're going to be fighting for a playing spot.
Nah, they'll be a 5th seed, 6th seed.
I don't see it, bro. Like there's good teams in these. This is not weak. This is not 2003.
They could probably go 36 and 12 with Embiid on the season. That'd be enough games, and then get to the playoffs healthy. I mean, that really should be the goal. Just get to the playoffs healthy.
Now you got to remember.
Yeah, but the goal should be sit your ass down in the summer, work out, get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Treatment.
Come on, he couldn't pass up on getting a gold medal with this country.
Man, damn that gold medal.
Come on, he just wanted to represent his country.
I'd much rather if I'm an NBA player now. I'm not an NBA player, so I have no idea what it feels like to be an NBA player. But from the outside looking in, I would much rather have an NBA championship ring than a gold medal in the Olympics.
And don't
less than 100 active, like 100 alive American basketball players, less than 100 have a gold medal. So that's a pretty that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. No. The Olympic gold medal is a big deal. But I'd rather have a ring. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather have a ring than a gold medal. It's not even close to me. But if he was healthy, he might have a chance. If Joel, we talked about this before, if Joel Embiid stayed healthy throughout his career, who's to say that he doesn't have a ring by now? You know what I mean? I can't say that he doesn't.
Well, Ox, it's funny that you say that because I'm going to put this on the screen, and it is a Joel Embiid quote. He said, remember when he was on the podcast a few weeks ago with his trainer, Drew Hanlon? Joel Embiid told Drew that he would rather trade his MVP trophy for one healthy postseason. So now I got to ask you guys, If Joel had one healthy postseason, any season, Mars, any season, you could pick any season. Does he have a ring? And you could take any iteration of the Sixers teams.
Yeah,
including this year, actually.
21, maybe.
I think he's good enough to. I think he's if he's healthy, I think he's good enough to take a team to the NBA championship and win it. I think he's that good.
Could he have beat the Warriors in 22?
Him? They had no answer
James
for him.
Harden,
Yes, they had no answer for him.
22 is the year I would pick. 22 is the year I would pick.
They would have beat the Celtics in the conference
final. I think they beat. I think they beat.
22. They lost to Miami.
I think they beat Phoenix in 21 too. He would have destroyed DeAndre Ayton.
I don't know if they get past the Bucks. That's why I was.
I think they beat them too, Mars. We're talking about a healthy postseason, right?
That Bucks defense was.
It was, but we're talking about a healthy Joel Embiid.
He's never dealt with size.
I don't think they're winning with Ben Simmons. Like, notice, I don't think they're winning with Ben Simmons. So I've ignored 19, 20, and 21. I just don't think they're going to win with Ben Simmons.
I think they beat the Warriors in 22 though. I think so.
I got 22. I think they could have won. 23. I think they would have been in the finals. I don't know if they would have beat Denver though. That's an interesting matchup.
Well, remember, Joel being healthy is one thing. Joel being able to face like another athletic big and like a lot of pressure on defense and double teams, it's the other side of that equation. So he would just he would have to be able to handle that stuff better. That's the biggest difference. Is like they would be able to limit to even and respect. Draymond wasn't good offensively in that series, but Draymond defensively and Kevon Looney versus Joel Embiid at that point. I mean, he would have given nightmares. I mean, as much as he could have.
Mind you, it's all hypothetical. We can acknowledge that this is all hypothetical.
No one's objectively right in this.
Yeah, none of us have any idea. So I don't want us to sit here and argue about it like we for sure would. But I do want to say that we can all agree that if you're not healthy, you're not going to win. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why just? I feel like this right here, this summer, I feel like he's just giving it away. You know what I mean? Because bro, your knees, you have to rest your knees, bro. You have to.
I want to go back to what you just said about Ben Simmons. I thought that he did it. I thought they did a good job against Philly. I mean, against Milwaukee, because Ben Simmons was matched up on Giannis a lot when they played him in the regular season. He does it. And if I put him in this, I'd like to think that in 21, Doc Rivers is smart enough. I don't want to give Doc Rivers too much credit, but I'd like to think that he's smart enough that he could recognize that I don't have to have Joel Embiid dealing with Giannis as much. And I could put Ben Simmons on him and slow him down. Not stop him, because it's going to be impossible to stop Giannis, but to slow him down. And to have Ben Simmons getting downhill, getting Joel Embiid more involved in the game. I think that and I understand the effect of Drew Holiday, but I feel like with the size of Philly and the fact that Joel Embiid is healthy, I think that they get past Milwaukee. I think they handle Phoenix.
But think about it, they would have had Giannis roaming off Ben Simmons.
Yeah, offensively, it's too many problems. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Ben Simmons, I really like his defense. I really like Ben Simmons' defense.
And then Drew Holiday Harden wasn't there that year, so who would have been?
He was in 21. Nope, he wasn't. I'm sorry.
Wait, for the Sixers. 21 is
Ben Simmons.
Barcon Corcoran is in there.
Wait a minute. No, Drew Holiday. No. James Harden was there because remember he got there at the end of the 21 season.
Yes, he did.
No, he got there. 21. He was in Brooklyn.
No, that's right. And then 22. And then 22
he went to Philly.
So wait, it would have been Ben Simmons and who?
Tobias Harris and Seth Curry.
Oh, chill. No, heck no. No, Drew Holiday and Giannis would rip them apart.
Offensively is too many problems. That's why the Ben Simmons and Embiid thing just didn't make sense offensively. Ben Simmons is having to occupy the dunker spot. And he's trying to, like, the spacing was all over the place. And Joel Embiid still isn't the decision maker he would need to be to make that work. And that's why even with a healthy postseason, there's no guarantee that I think Philly would win, because Embiid himself just has flaws that get exacerbated in
the person that's been
most like what, Mars?
His ability to see the floor and process the game at the speed it requires in the postseason. Once defense become more complex, he struggles. So that's why even if he was healthy, I think he would play better. But it doesn't guarantee a win because these defenses
even his
get
shot
more
making,
complex.
Even his shot making, but
a lot of that is I think he just doesn't. He plays further away from the rim because of his injury. But some of it is also they keep him away from the rim because of zoning up the weak side. Like there's a lot of things. Some of it's him being hurt. Some of it's his actual flaws as a player getting schemed against and him struggling to adapt. It's a combination of both. So
the person that's been most affected by injuries from a legacy standpoint, though, is clearly Giannis. If Giannis was healthy the last 2 postseasons, maybe not the Heat one. I don't think they were going to beat the Heat this year. If Giannis was healthy, they would have walked down Indiana. I mean, that wouldn't have been a question for me. I mean, they easily could have given the Celtics fits. I don't know, winning.
They would have beat the Knicks.
That Knicks team with no Julius and all them. I think so.
Yes.
Now no Julius is a point, but
well, I think for size, you just need size versus Giannis.
Well, if Giannis gets to be healthy, let's make the Knicks healthy too.
Well, I'll still pick the Bucks. I'll still pick the Bucks in that series. Then
I think injuries affect a lot of legacies, benefiting and negatively affecting. Like Kevin Durant would have a 3-peat of championships if he was healthy. Right. He also, the Nets probably would have won in 21 if they were healthy. 2014 with 2013 with Russ being out. Like, there's a lot of things that injuries all the time. Injuries play a part.
No, it wasn't wrong because people would just say that he was on bomb squads, he was on super teams. That's
but even then Kawhi doesn't have his Toronto ring. Kawhi doesn't have his Toronto ring. Well,
then Kawhi doesn't get hurt in 21. Kawhi doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Injuries all over the place. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. Injuries all over the place affect legacies all the time. Like Kawhi probably doesn't win in 19, but then in 21 when he's having his best postseason, if he stays healthy, maybe they go to the finals that year and win a chip that year. Like everything is different without injuries.
Ain't no maybe to it, Mark. Ain't no maybe to it.
No, because if they're healthy and the Nets are healthy, give me the Nets.
Give me Kawhi. But that's why when Swiper said that Giannis's legacy is the most messed up by injuries. That's why I look like that. Like you realize that if Kawhi was healthy, he would be the GOAT.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Ox, you don't have to do that. I know what you're doing though. I do. I respect.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm trying. That's been my take on Kawhi. I've been saying it. That's not something I said today. No, that's all there is to it.
Ron's your best friend. He ain't heard this take.
What's like
take? He did hear it. He trying to do some clip type stuff, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying that Kawhi would have about 7 rings if he was healthy. 7
what years? What can you go through these years with me?
Man, I've done this before, man. I don't want to get into.
Do it again, Ox. Do it again. So they want
no, because y'all just doing this because y'all want to try to make fun of me. I'm not.
No, we're not.
I'm not finna be the punchline of y'all jokes.
7 rings. Okay, so you said 7 rings. Okay,
I'm not finna be the punchline of y'all jokes.
We're not joking. I'm not joking. So okay, 14 they
go grab the boxing gloves.
How about in 15? Ox? How about in 15?
15 Kawhi was healthy and they lost to the Clippers.
Okay,
let's go 17. Let's go 21.
Okay, so 17 they beat that Warriors team.
Yeah, 17.
The KD Warriors.
Now Mars
17. Wait a minute. 21.
They were up 20. I know what you're gonna say. They were up 21 in the third quarter.
I ain't even on that. I'm on the fact that on opening night they beat them by 30. So they were pretty good against the Golden State Warriors. I ain't saying that they win that series. The Warriors do not sweep them. Let's get to the bottom of that right now.
23.
Okay, nice. Kawhi loses in 6.
I'm not saying that they beat them, Mars. I'm not gonna say that. No.
But hold on. I
got 4 years right there, Ron. 17, 21.
Wait.
So they win it in 14. He was healthy in 15. They didn't win. He was healthy in 16. They didn't win. 17, Ox, yes or no?
17 they win. 21 they win.
So in 18. So what about in 18 if he's healthy? Do they get past that Houston team?
No, we can leave that one out. We can leave that one out. We can leave that one out. We can get that one out of there. 18, no. 18, okay, no. No problem.
19, they win it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and in 20, he was healthy.
Right.
They lost.
Okay, they lost, but they won in 21. 21 was the best Kawhi Leonard I've ever seen.
Right.
Facts.
They went. I believe they went in 23.
What about 20?
But see, Paul George, remember Paul George got hurt that year too.
Yeah,
but
20.
I believe the hyperextension. Paul George might bounce back from later on in the playoffs.
That's 22. Yeah, that's 22. They did.
No, that was 20. That was 23. That was 23. I'm talking about.
No, but I'm. You're right. But 22 was the year the Clippers missed the playoffs because Kawhi missed the whole year. And Paul George ended up missing that playing game because he got ruled out for COVID-related.
Right.
Non-COVID.
Right.
Or,
yeah, did they win that year? Did they win that? That was a whole season. I mean, I think 22 was pretty much a throwaway. Like any of the healthy teams in the West could have won. You know what I mean?
In 23,
23 for sure. I got them winning 23 for sure. 22, I want to say yes to. But 2023, last year, 24, I got
Denver
those.
was clearly the best team in the Western Conference.
I think y'all hyped Denver. I wasn't scared of Denver. I don't see what
you don't have
what
to
y'all
be
see about Denver.
You always say that, Ox. Like you wasn't. You don't have to be scared of me to get your ass whooped.
But I'm on record saying that I'm on record saying if Tyler Hero was healthy, it's a different series too.
They still smoked them.
Versus who?
Denver still smokes
Denver.
They still smoke.
Yo, Tyler Hero
with Tyler Hero.
No, I'm not necessarily saying that the Heat win. I'm just saying it's a different series. It's a much different series.
Just like it's a different series.
4-0 series. He would have been in a game at the top of that fourth quarter in game 2. And then
anyways, this ain't about Tyler Hero. This is about Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
This is about Kawhi Leonard.
If Leonard doesn't get hurt in 17, that's a different series against San Antonio. I don't think they beat them, but I don't think San Antonio. I don't think the Warriors sweep them. I don't think that's the case. So I want to make sure I'm following you.
Cheese, I'm not trying to do no clip. I didn't even want to get into this. I got forced to do this.
I just want to make sure that I'm following you, Ox. So they win it in 14. You like them in 17.
Love them in 17.
21. That's the best version of Kawhi Leonard that you've ever seen.
That might be the best basketball player I've ever seen.
Wow, he was awesome. I won't argue that. I thought that
what age did you get a television?
I thought the Jazz Clippers winner was going to the NBA Finals. To be honest with you, in 21, maybe I was wrong.
The Jazz and Clippers.
Anyway, so
he ain't believe Phoenix basically.
I did not. No, I didn't. So you like them? You like him in 21? In 22, he set up the. So
hold on, don't forget about 19, chill. So that we would be at 4 right now.
Right. So they won it in 19. I'm sorry. In 20, okay, they didn't win it in 20. You like them in 21. In 22. Now we're barring injuries from Kawhi Leonard. So they beat that Memphis team, right? They beat the Warriors. Let's see. Denver didn't have Jamal Murray or Joker.
Everybody's healthy. Everyone's healthy.
So everybody.
The whole league is healthy, or just Kawhi? I mean,
so if everybody's healthy, Kawhi Leonard is not. Dead. 20, 21,
I just want to make sure I'm
22 and 23. He ain't beating the Nuggets at all. If you have that conversation.
No. Is the question Kawhi and his team at home?
That's one question.
Mars, I understand what you're asking, right? And I want you to understand what I'm saying, Mars. In 2021, I don't care who else is healthy. The Clippers win.
They're not beating the Lakers.
I understand. But I'm talking about for this whole hypothetical. Are we saying the whole injuries are just turned off for the whole NBA?
Like he said,
let's play 2K and turn injuries off. Kawhi clears still. He's the best player in the NBA.
But they're not beating the Nuggets the next year either, though. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't think so.
No, he just thinks they are.
Healthy, yes, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Morris.
But Kawhi was healthy in 2020. He was perfectly fine. He had 2 points in back-to-back 4 quarters. He was there.
That was just. I mean, hey, goats have bad games.
Nice.
Yes, they do.
Wait, so Ox is a healthy. If we could just magically turn injuries off, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world today?
Yes,
because at this point, Ox, I want to make sure I'm following you, Ox. At this
Did y'all see him this year?
I'm just asking the question.
This is what I'm asking, Ox, because at this point, in your estimation, we're at 7 championships at this point, and he's still healthy at 32, 33 years old. Ox, is he the best player on the planet today?
I mean, seven just sounds crazy, but that's how good I think Kawhi Leonard is. Like Kawhi, I really like that.
I do think Kawhi is really good.
I think Kawhi, a healthy Kawhi is the best player in the NBA for the past 5-6 seasons.
Just yapping. Can't pass. Can't play make at all. But
pass. Sure. Okay, so we're just lying.
Now you just want to hate on Kawhi.
If he can gas, I can gas. If he can gas, I can gas.
You just counted his hyperbolicness with more hyperbolicness.
That's what I'm saying. If he can gas, I can gas.
Fellas, how did we get here?
I don't know.
We were talking about Embiid's healthy postseasons. Then Swiper said Giannis is the one who's.
Wait. Well, hold on, Ron. Since we're making
Swiper.
I told you about that finger. I told Chill about it. I'm telling you about it. Get that finger out of my face. But listen, focus.
All right, y'all gonna start doing the show with 4 fingers.
Ron, listen to me. Since we want to do hypotheticals and we're doing off-season content, and everybody can say whatever they want. If Jamal Murray didn't get hurt 21-22, what happens, Hawks?
You lose.
They lose to a healthy Kawhi.
To who? No. Period. In the Western Conference, which team would beat them?
Man, can we keep Jamal Murray out of this?
The way
Jamal, MPJ, and AG are there from the start. So from March 25th, 2021 and on, all four of them are healthy.
Especially coming back from that postseason that he had in the bubble, Jamal Murray was ready to rock and roll.
Wait, who did you guys lost to Phoenix that year, right?
They lost to Phoenix, yeah, and then they remember Barton was hurt and then he came back. Monte was hurt, then he came back, and there was no Jamal, and then
they didn't lose.
Back
they got
I'm talking about legends. Yeah, I'm talking about living legends.
Jamal Murray averaged 25 and
you want to bring up Jamal Murray?
Chris Paul averaged 25 and 10 on like 73 shooting.
So what does Jamal Murray's presence do about the fact that Jokic couldn't guard a pick and roll?
No, but I'm saying they were exhausted by that point though. Like they remember that was right after they took 3 weeks off after the bubble. And then they went straight into the year. It was them and all four of those teams. And if I can be honest with you, I would say that if the NBA had given the conference finals people 2 months off and they didn't do a 72 game, they did a 50 game season, it'd have been better. Remember, the Heat had a season-ending injury for the most, or a bad injury.
They were destroyed by injury.
The Celtics lost Jaylen Brown. And then the Lakers lost Anthony Davis, and they were hurt going into the playoffs. And LeBron. And then the Nuggets had Jamal lost at 48 games, and then Michael had that, carrying over the back. And then Jokic played all 72 that year. All four of those teams were waxed by the time they got to the playoffs. So if you want to say 21 is out, because if you took 3 weeks off for the season, then whatever. But 22, they would have dog walked those Warriors teams. If Jokic had anybody averaging more than 20 points a game or 18 points a game in that series in the first round, Mars, they would have. And remember, the games 3 through 5 were close too, but they just didn't have another player. Boogie Cousins was the second best player in those teams. They would have walked down the Warriors.
I'm going to ask the same question. What do you do about the fact that Jokic once again couldn't guard?
He was fine in pick and roll in game 3 to 5. They sucked the first 2 games.
Okay, so you go down in a hole. Regardless, right? The first 2 games.
You said what?
Are you gonna lose the first 2 games again?
No.
But you guys got cooked in those first 2 games, like destroyed in those first 2 games.
Yeah, I know, but but remember it was Reeves, Facu, or Austin Rivers, Facu, and all. They couldn't guard. They had no guard. They had no on-ball defenders. Zero.
Facu.
But Jamal Murray being there doesn't add on-ball defenders.
No, I'm saying everybody is there and available. Michael Porter wasn't there either.
Yeah, but you're not adding on-ball defenders. You still run into the same problem with the pick and roll.
Because what happened was they didn't have any shot making though. That's what I'm telling you. Like, so the defense was fine in the second half of those games. The defense was cool. The issue is they literally had. Well, I know y'all remember this because y'all not gonna sit here and lie to me. Don't you lie to me. Do y'all not remember Will Barton doing that 35-foot pull-up 3-pointer when Jokic had Klay Thompson in the post and they were down 2? Nobody remembers that.
On the left block.
Okay, so we just gonna
that was game 3. Game 3.
That's just not a shot Will Barton can make.
I like that better.
What did you say?
I like
Joko.
I like Joko on the box against Klay Thompson.
The first two games of that series, the Warriors had a 132 offensive rating.
They were rolling.
They had what?
They had a 132
they were getting cooked. Offense. Yeah. And then definitely coming off the bench.
Jamal Murray's addition doesn't.
But to be fair, they also wouldn't have been in that situation. They won 48 games without Porter and Murray. They would have been at least 54 games.
Okay, if we're doing all of that, then they avoid the Warriors.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yes, okay.
1,000%.
They avoid the Warriors.
But to be fair, Mars, Jokic did average 35, 15, and 6 the rest of the way in that series. So like he went nuts. They just didn't have another guy.
What game was it that Draymond stripped him? Was that game 4?
That was game.
Or was it game 3?
3. That was 3 because that's the one they went down 0-3.
They went down 3-0. Okay, yeah.
Maz, you talking to me about the pick and roll issue with Joker? This is in 22. Is that correct? Or 21?
21 and 22, but 22. Now we're on 22. Yeah.
I mean, has Joker's pick and roll defense improved from then to today? And if it has, how much has it improved in your estimation?
Yes, and they added KCP, who made
Bruce Brown.
A lot.
Sure.
They added guys
and Christian.
Yeah. Yes, they added guys who could actually get over screens, and they changed the way Jokic was defended. He no longer plays drop. Occasionally,
but to be fair, they were playing at the level in 18-19 too. But they just had Paul Millsap was on the bench, and that's when Paul Millsap was still like somewhat prime.
But 21 and 22, it was a predominant drop, and they were getting.
Well, they didn't. I'm saying they didn't have the defenders though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Them adding the KCPs, guys who can actually get around screens, allows Jokic to now he's playing at the level, and he's good at the level because he's got good hands. And for some reason, they haven't changed the rule about kicking the ball. That has to change. But
he did get better. He did get better in drop too. They excelled.
Yeah, he has got better in drop. He's for sure got better in drop.
But if that's the thing, Jokic would have. Everybody knows this. He has to have help, otherwise he cannot burn the energy. He cannot burn energy.
He's also just very positionally sound. Like Jokic, he lacks the explosiveness at the rim, and he's not quick on the perimeter. But he's 6'11", 280. He puts his body in the right position, so he's still just an obstacle you got to try and avoid. So like when you play him at the level and he's able to just push you towards the baseline, give his defender time to recover and get back in front while taking away the pocket pass. Like he does his job within the scheme. 21 and 22, I just think he was objectively.
But again, if the Nuggets had one other primary on-ball scorer in that series, then the Warriors wouldn't have been. Remember, the Warriors went boxing one versus Joker at one point. The game he had 30, 19, and 8. They went boxing one, and they traded to try to dare anybody else to make a shot.
Was that the game where they were just leaving Monte Morris?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chill. I'm telling you. I watched my favorite player in the league since Braun, get in a situation for 3 straight playoffs. 21 and 22, where he had no help. None. And everybody was like, oh, how could he be the best in the world? Why is he winning MVP? They said he wasn't top 5 going into March of 23, Chill. They lied.
If you're an MVP, you gotta get it done.
Exactly.
That's what I was hearing. I remember I was saying Jokic 1A, 1B with Giannis. I was saying Jokic is of that level. And I kept hearing he's the worst MVP. If he's this good, why can't he win in the playoffs? And I was just there saying, just wait till they're healthy. And then they won.
That's all it was. It wasn't anything else but that.
So,
sure.
But this year they lost, so it just shows Jokic a fraud. I don't know what to say. Jokic a fraud.
Right, that's facts. That's facts. Shout out
all right,
Brown.
fellas. I gotta get into these super chats. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. Shout out to everybody that's watching the video. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you become a member. And make sure you send a super chat from time to time. Like my good brother, Alan R, who sends super chats daily. I've come around to Alan R. I'm not gonna hate on Alan R anymore because he's consistent with his game. He's consistent with his takes. You know what you're gonna get from Alan R. Alan R gonna give you a good 16, 4 and 4 every night. Shoot a good percentage.
Jamal Murray numbers.
Play defense.
Next.
Jamal Murray. There you go.
Yeah, 16 minutes.
All right. Alan R said, I learned so much about Magic's Johnson last night.
Pirate.
Thanks to Pirate.
Who won that round?
Pirate destroyed in that round. It was like 70-30.
What was the final count up in Pirate versus Mars last night?
The chat votes was I won 2-1, but the comments have Pirate as an overwhelming winner. So I'm assuming we'll have Pirate winning 2-1.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, you need to work on your agendas and your punch.
I'm good. I'm chilling. It was fun. I had fun. Yeah, shout out to Pirate though, for sure. Shout out to Pirate.
Swiper. It was nothing I don't think anybody could do. Okay.
That was exceptional.
It went viral yesterday on Twitter.
Yeah, I seen. Shout out to YRG Nate getting the clip.
He kind of
after Pirate said a fully erect Klay Thompson, I knew he was a special talent. So
yeah, you can't.
I can't believe Pirate took it there, yo. He did. It was all.
You can't teach that, man.
You can't, yo. I thought he was short circuiting, but he was. Yeah, he got busy. He 100% got busy. Yeah, and Mars, shout out to you because he definitely hit you with the overhand right to the chin piece when he talked about numbers relative to error, and then he talked about everybody like you were lying to everybody, and then you came back with your rendition of relative to error because I thought he had you with that one. I did.
Yeah, I see. Because I be reading the chat because I can read and listen at the same time. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, go get him," and I'm just there like. I know everyone heard me say relative true shooting. Like, there's no way you thought he actually cooked with that. But here's what it is. I came back with that. Obviously, I think I'm biased. I obviously think I won. But if I'm going to lose to anyone, losing to Pirate, there's no shame in that. Pirate's the first person.
Who do you not want to lose to? Who would be your least favorite person to lose to?
I don't want to lose to the same person twice. I lost to Gifted before, so I wouldn't want to lose to Gifted again. That would
tougher opponent, Mars, Gifted or Pirate? Right quick before you continue to go.
Pirate has tools in his bag that no one can match, so it has to be Pirate.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't like losing to the same person. I don't like losing at all, really. I don't like losing. But yeah, I wouldn't want to lose to the same person twice. So I wouldn't want to lose to Pirate again. That would annoy me. Or lose to Gifted. anyone else I lost to, if it was an actual like basketball conversation and I lost because they made better points, I could live with it. But I'm gonna be honest. If I lose again because someone makes a bunch of innuendos, I'm gonna be heated. I'm gonna be honest. If that happens again, I'm gonna be heated. But if I lose on basketball topics, I'll live with it. I don't really like debating. I just want to talk basketball at the end of the day. So if I lose, it's cool. But I would very much rather to win. Very much rather.
How much do you think people vote on like favorites or entertainment funny as opposed to basketball?
Based on that round
60-40?
Based on that round 2, about 90%. But 90. I also understand I have biases in the chat too. So I can't be like, oh, but they were biased against me. Because I can recognize them.
Oh, no, you definitely have your. Yeah.
Well, the chat's been biased in my favor too. So I can't be like, oh, but they were biased. It doesn't count. I mean, I've benefited from some bias before too. But once we get actual judges in there, hopefully it will be more about the basketball than.
So when you get to the elimination round, it's judges?
Judges and a chat vote. The chat is just one of the votes. So it's lesser percentage.
I really can't wait for the playoffs. The playoffs is going to be crazy. Obviously, it's a knockout round type of thing. So it's like we're doing 1 through 16. So I can't wait to see, like, the biggest thing for me is the matchups. I can't wait to see who ends up getting slotted where. And then remember, up until week 4, we don't know who's going to win what battles and all of that. Like, we can always go back and, do all of that stuff too. And it'd be big matchups like Mars and Pirate, where people will be conscious of, what's going on. So as Mars just said, Pirates overwhelming. So we may know who won that, but nobody's going to go dig up who won the second battle in week 1. So I can't wait to see that, how things are slotted 1 through 16. But then on top of that, I can't wait to see like how the judges impact everything. I can't wait to see the different angles you guys take, because now things get a little more serious. I can't wait to see, once things really get to the trenches, top 4, top 8, all of that stuff. I just know the playoffs are going to be a movie. That's all I know, y'all. That's all I know. Can't wait to ship this belt out and this cash prize.
Pirate in football terms had a bunch of trick plays that I had never seen. I was like, wait a minute, that's a double reverse, throwing it to the tight end who then threw a touchdown. I was like, oh shit.
Keeping it out for 3 rounds is what was crazy.
Yeah. Where you get that from?
But for those wondering, the PCL is just getting started. We start week 3 on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we will kick off with Hayes versus Dion from Ohio at 4:30 on Wednesday. You see at the bottom banner at 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time on Wednesday. Then the next battle after that will be OG the Beast and Casual, which I don't know if you guys are sleeping or not, but that's going to be a very, very good battle.
Yeah.
So tune into that. And then last but not least, to cap off the night, we got Chill versus Jack Cody. And it's a very good topic in there that I think you guys will really enjoy. I really believe you guys will really enjoy.
I can imagine Larry Bird versus Michael Jordan.
So no Luka and Giannis versus Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant.
No, we ain't doing that.
It might be. You never know, Mars.
Chill, honestly, if you lost this would be worse than Michigan Appalachian State.
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
No, it would not be.
Like block, field goal, return touchdown.
It looks like Buddy got you losing, Chill.
In our building. Say that one more time, Ron. I'm sorry.
I said it looks like Buddy got you losing.
Of course he does. That don't mean it's gonna happen though.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're minus 10,000, Chill.
Those are the 3 matchups Wednesday. You guys be sure to tune in and tap in. We'll talk a little bit more about the PCL going on into later on into the week. But as of right now, I got a few more super chats. So let's go ahead and continue to give you guys your money's worth. Divine said, Chill's my Nigerian brother or uncle. I was in Nigeria last December.
Dope. All right. It was kind of cool to find that out too with that 23andMe. It was kind of
that's
cool.
Amazing. Yeah, I would feel so much pride.
It was really cool to find that out, to find out where your people from, and to find out your heritage and your lineage. That was dope to find that out.
I want to see my homeland. Yeah, so I want to know. Have you been to Africa?
I've never been to Africa, no sir. But I always wondered, because I got a lot of light-skinned people in my family. Like like I showed you the picture of my mother, and like, why am I and where it comes from with my mother? Well, the Irish and the English would explain that.
Too Clutch C became a member today. Big shout out to Too Clutch. Cheese re-upped his membership. Shout out to Cheese. Y'all know Cheese. He been around for a while. Shout out to the GOAT Cheese. Also, No Layers became a member today as well. So big ups to No Layers for joining the party. Salute to you guys. All of the members that we have. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys for joining the show. We're going to continue to put on a good ass performance for y'all. Upper Deck sent through a super chat. He says sometimes you get a lucky run and easier championships. Look at Denver, for example, versus injured teams and playing teams. Jokic was chucking threes, exhausted when he finally had to play a decent 50-plus win team last season.
You could have got a Subway foot long, a cookie, and a drink for less than $10, and you got more of your money's worth.
Why is that well, first of all, that Miami Heat team, were they a typical play-in team? I'd like to think they were a lot better than that.
No, he's mentioning the Lakers too, and he's mentioning the Timberwolves.
Right, and I think the Lakers are built for the playoffs.
They would have won the finals too if they would have played the Heat. So I really don't understand
They would have beat Miami too. So I don't get that. I think they would have beat Boston too.
The Suns were also the favorite going into that series, which everyone just conveniently forgets because they were 13-2. I think with Kevin Durant playing. I think is what the record was.
Right, and Devin Booker was on a heater.
It's not like the Heat didn't beat the Celtics. So I don't know. I don't know how people. Whatever.
The 50-win team thing is just stupid to me. I don't know why one team wins 50 games and then 49ers all of a sudden you're just not that good.
And then turn around, Mars.
And there were two.
Turn around and,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then turn around and tell me, well, this team, you beat these 60-win teams, but then turn around and tell me, that Atlanta team that won 60 games, they were garbage. Give me a break, yo.
But then even the Clippers, they were on pace to win plus 50 games, and they were also the favorites to win the title.
Right.
The 2020 team. Yeah, I've always said the shortened season, saying a team that won 48 games in a shortened season isn't a 50-win team is just disingenuous.
It is.
Like, it's just blatantly disingenuous. Did you know in 1999 there was no 50-win teams?
Zero.
The league must have been trash.
Right. Well, just
in what year, Mark?
1999. Yeah, that was a lockout season.
Yeah, no 50-win teams. No 50-win teams.
No All-Star game that year. The season started at, I think, February the 5th.
Tim Duncan wasn't an All-Star in 1999, guys.
Yeah, they were playing.
In the middle of his prime, Tim Duncan, they made the All-Star team?
Yeah.
Frauds.
And then they didn't win the championship, by the way, the Spurs the next year. So, No,
they won it that year in 99. So.
No, I know, but then I'm saying they didn't win it again. They had a gap year. And so I think this whole thing with, I think a lot of people, there's two sides. I think people push back versus Joker because they feel like the 3 MVPs and then the narrative spinning from he's not top 5 to he's the best in the world unequivocally. I think people just, there's just always a common you have to try to sort things out and all that stuff, but it's really dumb.
I'm running a poll right now, and I'm asking you guys a very important question in the basketball community. Do the Lakers suck? Yes or no question. You guys let us know if the Lakers absolutely suck. All right, there we go. Just thought I'd get that out there. It's been a while. Kundril has been a member for 2 months. He said Giannis masterclass incoming.
I agree.
I'll stand by that.
Do master classes happen in losses for the basketball community?
Did you not call Jokic's?
No, I know. I'm saying consensus.
Yeah, they called Bron game 1, 51, a masterclass. Jokic 53 against Phoenix, masterclass. Jordan 63. I can't remember any other ones off the top of my head, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Ron. I do feel like the basketball world is sleeping on them, though.
Do master classes? I want to make sure I'm understanding the question, Mars.
Can you have a master class in a loss?
Yes, Elgin Baylor. That's 61 in the finals. That's a master class, 100%. Yeah, you can definitely have a master. Oh, they lost to the Celtics. You can definitely have a master class. Olajuwon went 49-25 in the Western Conference semifinals against Seattle in Game 7. That's almost 50 and 30.
25 is.
That's almost 50 and 30.
What was the number again?
49-26.
Yo, that is insane.
I'm gonna move.
Yo. Oh, and by the way, Miles, that was in Seattle. That wasn't in Houston. It was in Seattle.
I'm not moved.
So
personally, I'm not moved.
You
also, the Celtics dynasty is better than the 90s Bulls dynasty. I just want you guys to know that. But shout out to Emto and ZZ's debate yesterday. But yeah, the Celtics dynasty is better.
You would have cooked with that Celtics dynasty?
Well, I feel like I'm more knowledgeable about the 60s than the vast majority of people. So I feel I could make better points on it, yeah. But I just feel like a 60s topic against any more modern topics is already at a disadvantage.
What's the closest to a 49? We had Boogie 40 and 20 game. We had Jokic had a 40 and 27 game and 9 assists or 10 assists, one of that. I'm trying to think of the close, and then Giannis had a 44. How many? 20 rebounds? 44 and 20 versus the Celtics in Game 6.
Yeah,
22.
20 rebounds, I think.
Yeah.
Drink more water will tell us precisely. He'll tell us his game score, his plus minus everything. So I'll just wait for it in the chat. But it was something crazy.
A 49 and 25 game in the playoffs. Trying to think what's the closest thing we've had.
KD had 49, 16, and 10.
Game 7, 6.
Game 5.
This is Nets?
Yeah. Game 5.
LeBron had a
44, 20, and 6 for Giannis. Thank you, Drink More Water, North Carolina.
Yeah, everybody remembers
44, 20, and 6. There we go.
Shout out Drink More Water, man.
That KD game 5, is one of the best games I've ever seen, by the way. But they lost that series, so I guess pushed aside a little bit. KD was on one that year. Shout out to the Bucks single coverage.
All right, y'all. If you haven't got a chance to go over to playerschoicemerch.com, not this month, not this week, but today, make sure you make that happen right after this video when we get done in about an hour and a half. But don't be an ex-casual, or don't be a casual, be a ex-casual. And go grab this shirt. And go grab some other good merch as well. We got some good stuff over there. I think you'll like something. So go check that out. Moving along, any super chats. Marcus FRM626 said, happy B-Day to the future top 3 shooting guard, Ant-Man.
He's 23 now. Shout out to Ant. Yeah, for sure going to be a top 3 shooting guard in the league.
I think within the year. I think by next year, 2 years, by next year tops, I think he's the best shooting guard in the game. I do.
Yeah, so Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker.
I think he can. I think he can surpass them within the next year. Yes, I do think he can do that.
Devin Booker's so tough.
I think on the Mars. I think where you discredit Anthony Edwards, and it's surprising to me considering how much you care about on-ball defense. I don't think that you give Anthony Edwards nearly enough credit as an on-ball defender and how much of a disruptor he is. I'm seeing it in the Olympics. How much he is a disruptor and how much that's going to translate into next season, how much better he's going to be as an on-ball defender. Sure, his shooting can be better. The way he reads offenses and his ability to pass, that could definitely get better. Yes, he's still young, but that alone, just him being able to be that kind of disruptor on defense and turn his already good defense into an even better defense, I think that's going to speak volumes.
Well, Chill, I can tell you this right now. I had a recent discussion. One of these magazines that's going to come out with the top 100 ratings. Donovan Mitchell will be inside some people's top 8. So, he had a.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of Donovan Mitchell fans just creeping up. Seeing a lot of their conversations. They think Donovan Mitchell is really, really good.
To be fair, Donovan Mitchell was incredible last year. It's just a lot of people just did not saying to you, but like I think the general audience watching Cleveland is just not something they tend to do. And he's also
as far as rankings go in the past, let's call it 6-7 years, who's been more up and down than Donovan Mitchell as far as his rankings, preseason, midseason rankings? Like I feel like Donovan Mitchell's always like up and down. You never really know based on mostly like magazines and news outlets where he's going to be ranked.
Trae Young fluctuates.
Trae Young, yeah.
I think Trae Young's been on a natural decline.
Wrongfully,
natural decline. Wow.
Well, no, I'm talking about.
No, I do understand what you're saying, but it's ridiculous to think that he's been going that way.
Jimmy Butler too.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's a good one because the postseason happens, he's up here.
Right.
Then the regular season happens, he's down here again. Then he's back up here.
Right.
I mean, honestly, Jaylen Brown maybe, but he's gotten the biggest boost. But
I don't think Jalen's ever been as high as D Mitch though.
Jalen's at 15 to 14 for a lot of people right now.
I mean, for me, but I'm talking about like most people. Like, I don't think Jalen gets closer as much love.
You don't think the Finals MVP boost is going to put him in some like top?
Ja Morant has felt a very strong decline.
Well, Ja, he would be
off the court and stuff.
Zion too, but that's injuries.
What about AD? I think AD went. There was a second there where people kind of stopped showing AD love, and then the past
he went all the way to 2, then he dropped.
Oh yeah, I remember when I heard Karl Anthony Towns was better than Anthony Davis. I remember that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nobody said that, Marsh.
Oh, I vividly remember. Shout out to 2022, man. But yeah, AD's. I feel like AD's getting his. Some people still don't think he's the best player in the league because I don't know. He's getting enough respect, I think. Like
he's getting love right now. AD's definitely
getting love right now. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's crazy. Anybody hyping up Donovan Mitchell? Now, you guys all know I got Devin Booker as the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Yes, you do.
But I don't ever frown at anybody saying Donovan Mitchell's the best shooting guard.
Question. Real spit. Real question. Who's a better pull-up shooter between D-Book and Donovan Mitchell?
Book.
D-Book.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. Donovan Mitchell also has really good pull-up numbers.
Yes.
Typically
from the long ball.
He's better from 3.
That's what I'm saying. So like it's kind of slept on that Donovan's an elite shooter. So like he has he has egregious rim pressure for a 6'1" guard. And then honestly, no disrespect.
I'm still not buying that Swipe. There's no way that he's 6'1".
He's 6'1", bro. Like
I just refuse to buy that.
He just look a lot bigger than that.
There's no way he's not 6'4".
He look a lot
6'4". Oh yeah, he definitely.
But you gotta but to be
at least 6'3", Mars.
If someone said Donovan Mitchell was 6'3", like 6'2", 6'3", I'd be like, I guess, yeah. 6'1", 6'2" is where I'm at.
No, he's
6'1" is insane. There's no way he'd be coming through like that at 6'1".
Yeah.
But he moved like a runner. He like Danny and Thomason, bro. Like he just you can't like do nothing with him.
That's what he remind me of. He remind me of a big ass running back in the NFL. That's exactly what he reminds me.
He can jump over anybody.
Yes.
I didn't know until y'all told me at the beginning of this season or the end of last season. Whole time I'm really thinking D Mitch is 6'4", and then y'all told me he's 6'1".
Yes, you got like a 6'11" wingspan too, so that helps.
I still feel like I'm being lied to, but
he's built like a spider. Like he just literally his arms are just that's what I'm saying. So the people, like I said, the people that are legit shock me tall. Chet is legit tall. Anthony Davis is tall as crap. Like Jason Tatum, tall, mad tall. Steph Curry, not tall. Damian Lillard, not tall. Donovan Mitchell, not tall. Right. They just not like big dudes. But the thing is, like Donovan Mitchell's and then also too, Chill, when you are at a game, and obviously a lot of y'all know this, when they're on the court is big when the players aren't on the court, but when the players are on the court, that court is small.
It looks small, yo.
So to think that D Mitch can get around you and like that, it just makes more sense when you just see it in person, especially how explosive he is.
Yeah. When you're that strong and that low to the ground, though.
Right.
You turn the corners quick.
Yeah.
Like a boxer.
Marcus FRM 626 is kind of frustrated with us because we took his super chat out of context. And so he sent up a follow-up super chat. He said, no, I was talking about Ant being a future top 3 shooting guard of all time.
Now, wait a minute.
He's not even off to a better start than 3 people off top of my. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why you want to piss me off?
Yeah, see, I was just trying to rationalize it in a way that made sense to me.
Now, remember what we're talking about here, right? What's the mark of being all-time great? Consistency, winning. That's what dudes care about. Consistency and winning. What slowed Dwayne Wade down? As awesome as Dwayne Wade was, what slowed him down? Being injured. Well, Anthony Edwards doesn't get hurt a lot. He's on a pretty damn good team. And at 22 years old, right? This was actually younger than D Wade, who when they won it in D Wade, I think he was 23 when they won it, and he was in year 3. Something like that. Yeah, when they won
23. He's 23 now, Chill. Yeah. So he got to win it.
At best he can match what Dwayne Wade did.
Well, this is what I'm saying. So now, Mars, okay, so the championship happens. And I'm saying a hypothetical here that the championship happens because I don't think they're that far away. But then you add in him improving defensively, him improving his IQ, him improving as a scorer, and being able to stay on the floor. And if he's able to stay on the floor and win if not as much, not only as much, but a little bit more. So if let's say Anthony Edwards wins 2 NBA championships. Doesn't miss
less
any
than Dwayne Wade.
Doesn't because we have guys who are better than other guys who have won less.
Yes.
But wins less NBA championships, plays more, produces more, a better defender. And again, Mars, we're talking about just a guy in year 4.
Yeah,
if he's ultimately a better defender, can we have the conversation later on? Because again, I'm talking about the kicker for me is health. That's what it is. That's what it is for me more than anything. Dwayne Wade had seasons where he actually missed the season and missed the majority of seasons. It wasn't where Dwayne Wade, he just wasn't healthy and limped through seasons. No, he tore up his shoulder. He missed half the season. He had a knee problem. He missed most of the season, stuff like that. Like if that's not going to happen with Anthony Edwards, and you know the kind of time that we live in where out of sight, out of mind, that's what's going on with Ja Morant right now. So if Anthony Edwards was to stay in the spotlight and stay healthy and continue to win, I don't think that's ridiculous to think that he could be a top 3 guard.
Chip. My thing is, Chip. Let's leave Dwayne Wade out of this for a second. Let's work on guys like Vince Carter first. Let's work on let's work on Manu and T-Mac and
you can pass him too. Yep.
He's not going to be better than James Harden. I'm sorry, he's not. I don't care. He's just not going to be better. If Anthony Edwards ever becomes better than Dwayne Wade or James Harden, then shout out to Anthony Edwards. Also, Jerry West happens, by the way. Just if anyone cares, Jerry West.
That's where you and me differ.
Let's work on Clyde first. You know,
combo guards. That's what Jerry West does. Yeah, okay. But
let's work on Clyde.
I do want to throw out once again, he just turned 23.
Yesterday.
And he just led the Olympic team with 26 points. I'm saying like
the Olympic team. Man.
No, here's what I'm saying, Ox. Ant has a crazy ceiling. I'm not saying that he's gonna do it, but if anybody has a untapped ceiling, a ceiling that can go just that you could just look up and be like, yo, I don't know when this ceiling's gonna stop. It's Ant. The confidence, the athleticism, the freedom to do it. Ant can do it. He, as of right now, Ant got the freedom to do whatever he wants on the court.
Okay, but there's Jordan, Jordan,
Kobe,
Jerry West, Wade, and then whoever.
James Harden.
Allen Iverson, my bad.
And then you get the Allen Iverson, and then you get the Clyde Drexler, then you get the Dominique Wilkins, like
George Gervin.
Like these are
Manu Ginobili.
These
Tracy
are like
McGrady.
These are insane players.
Yes, they
like.
Mm-hmm.
So even but
let's work on Donovan Mitchell first.
Sure. And I won't.
I don't see it.
I won't argue that Donovan, because like I said, I think he's the best 2 guard in the game today. But I think Anthony Edwards, there can be a stretch where he's the best 2 guard in the game for a stretch, and I don't think it's a question. I think that we could get to that, and it could be separated on the defensive side of the basketball and them winning. I think that could be. I think that could be the difference, considering what kind of game he got.
It's not impossible. You look at his game. You look at his attitude. You look at his willingness to compete on the defensive end. Got to get a young brother some love. I'm just saying,
right.
It's possible.
I don't want to like I said, Ox. I don't want to jump the gun and go, yo, he's going to be a top 3 shooting guard of all time. Like, okay. Could he be a top 3 shooting guard all time? Yo, a lot of stuff got to go your way.
But we didn't even see Harden come into 14, 15, Joe?
Yeah, it depends who you talk to.
Yeah.
But yeah, 14, 15 probably.
I mean, once he walked into Houston, he was a 24-7 player, like right away.
And I don't think that there's anybody who thought that he was that good. Because I know I didn't. I did not. I did not know that James Harden was.
But it was like game 1. It was game 1, and James Harden looked like he was like the next coming or something.
Right. They clearly got it. They
clearly
got it
25
right.
and 10 or something.
Right. Yeah. I was like, all right, okay, this is dumb.
Right.
You know. So that's the thing. Like Ant's gonna have to get to a point where like he's even the clear like. He's in superstar talks. He's not in superstar talks to me yet.
What I don't understand from you guys is why wouldn't that if well that's not a question because I know
37 and 12 his first game.
37 and 12 assists.
My fault, James. I apologize.
Forget that. That's not a valid question because I know how you guys feel about winning. Mars in particular. I know how you feel about that. And I know how I feel about the postseason and performing in the postseason. So, yeah, that's not a valid question.
My thing with Ant too, though, is obviously you got the talent, you got the individual accolades and all of that good stuff. He's gonna have to do some spectacular stuff to match any of these guys on an individual level. First team All NBAs. He's gonna have to get an MVP or two. He's gonna have to jump into that superstar realm of players and all of that stuff. That goes without saying. But the biggest reason why I'm a little higher on Ant in being able to potentially jump into top 10, top 5 into that category is because his team is positioned for them to win for a long time. They got Cat. Cat got another, I would say, 7 more years of playing at a very good level. Jaden McDaniels
Rudy's like 32, isn't he?
They'll be able to retool after Rudy. Part of that goes into, look at, and I'm not comparing Anthony Edwards to Tim Duncan as players, but I'm saying look at how Tim Duncan had to retool throughout his career. Look at how LeBron had to retool throughout his career. Kobe, even Dwayne Wade. Everybody has to retool. You lose players, some players get old.
Retooling around the best defender of your era is a little different. No, I mean Draymond, post Draymond era. Like that's what makes them go though. Ant's really good, but they are the Timberwolves because of Rudy Gobert. Yeah. So like that's the problem. Is like if they do put somebody else in that spot, maybe he's more offensively inclined though. So that could be it too. Maybe now they're just a more offensively inclined team now with Ant and no Rudy.
Could be that. I mean, the thing about it. So what I'm saying is, you never know how Rob Dillingham's gonna develop. He could become an all-star level guard. Naz Reid's still over there. I'm saying they got a good young core guys to rock with. That's under 23, under 24. Mm-hmm. Ant's gonna be at the top of the Western Conference for the foreseeable future. So I mean, my thing is, and you guys know how high I value rings. If Ant rattles off around 3 or 4. And he's going to be balling.
Does he win an MVP?
I think he does.
Win.
Only 3 shooting guards ever have won one.
James that's what I'm saying. So win because SGA
and Iverson. My fault.
Mm-hmm. So SGA's is 26 right now. Tatum's 26. Luka's 25.
Yep.
And Wemby's 22 or 21. Yep. Who's he winning MVP over? Do we think
any of them guys? All he got to do is he averaged 26 this year, damn near. It was 25.9.
Okay, but then also add Jalen Brunson, the older players now. Jalen Brunson's 28, 27.
He's 27, sure.
And then Joker's 29, Giannis is 29, Embiid's 29, and then who's he? There's the last one. Oh, Domantas Sabonis is 27.
Yep. Jason Tatum.
Frogs.
Hold on, no.
Jalen Green is 22. I mean,
Jalen Green is 27.
We're not going to talk about Jalen Green with Domantas.
We bring out Demontis. Sengun just turned 22.
So swipe the guys that you brought up. Okay, Joker is he'll be 30 this year. Giannis is turning 30 in December. Joel Embiid is already 30.
No, not yet. Is he? Does
March
turn 30?
Okay. Joel Embiid is 30.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards is only 22. He just turned 23 years old. So guys like SGA, I think SGA is 26, 25. I think that's what he is. 25, 26. 25. Jason Tatum is 26. Luka is 25. Wemby is 20. I think Wemby is 20.
20?
He turns.
I'm sorry. Chill. He's never winning over Wemby. He's never going to win. He's never going to win over Wemby.
So of those 4 guys, again, what is the thing that we talk about when we talk about being great? It's not just about being a better player, because we've seen guys who won league MVP who are not better players than other guys. We've seen that. Let's make sure that we're clean. And I know that you
got to be on the same tier, though. At least.
Right. And I 100% believe that Anthony Edwards is going to be. I believe Anthony Edwards is going to be at some point in the conversation as the best player in the league. I definitely
but by the time, but no, chill. Time out. Tea time. The thing is, he's 22. By the time he gets there, 23 now, 23 today. Happy birthday, Ed. But Jordan year, significant. By the time he gets there, chill. Let's say, how old are Giannis and Jokic going to need to be out of the MVP conversation? Do you think 32, 33?
So in the next 3 years. I feel like in the next 3 years, I don't like I already told you, I don't like that non-contact injury with Giannis. That worries me. It does. And also with Joker, I still think he's going to be playing at a high level, but I don't see him in the foreseeable future, not in the foreseeable future, in the next at age 33, 34.
That's
playing at an
that's
MVP
5 years.
level.
So that's 5 years.
How old is Joker? I think Joker's
29 this year in February.
Okay, so he's not 30. So I thought he was turning 30 this year. So he's 29. So in 4 years. So 4 years from now.
So then
I feel like
26-year-old Ant or 27-year-old Ant.
In his prime.
But Wemby will be 24. Luka will be 30 or 29. Tatum will be 30.
Luka's a guy who I don't think is going to age.
Sengun will be 26.
Yeah, Luka is a guy who I don't think is going to
Amen Thompson's going to be 25.
As I don't think Amen Thompson is going to be as good as Ant Edwards.
I don't think so either.
I do not
respect Mars. Respect Mars. I don't think so.
No, I think he's awesome, but I don't.
SGA's going to be 30.
Sure. Now, the guy that you just brought up, I don't think Luka is going to age as well as some of these other guys. I just don't.
I mean, he'll still be 30.
100%, but I don't think he's going to age.
LeBron will be 44. Like, we got to know LeBron not going to be in this conversation.
All right. Come on.
We're trying to have a
conversation. So that's what I'm saying, Mars. Please. Okay, you don't like narrative, Mars. You don't like narrative,
5 years ago, when LeBron was just winning Finals MVP, people would have been like, it would have been done by now. He was just 39.
He's not in the league MVP conversation,
okay,
Mars.
So if the Lakers are a 1 seed next year, LeBron in MVP talks? Tell me I'm wrong.
If the Lakers
are a 1 seed next year,
Davis will be leading that charge for them probably.
But who will be getting
the MVP fight that, Mars?
Who will be getting the MVP talk?
No, it won't be James. No, it would not be Mars. At 39 years old, there's no way.
That would be his case. His case will be he's 40. That would be the case.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with Mars, but okay, I just want to get to this point because Chill said 3 to 4 years. I'm telling you, Chill, by the time Victor, I said this months ago before it got trendy. Sure. By end of next year, Wemby's going to be a top 10 player. I don't know if Anthony Edwards can be a top 10 player. I think Wemby's going to be better regular season than Ant by the end of next year. That's what I'm saying. Sure. By the time Wemby 2 years from now, Chill, he's going to be in consensus top 5 talks. Consensus top 5 talks.
Yep. And I feel like Anthony Edwards also 2 years from now, 25, 26.
Let's play this game then. So Jokic will still be there. Luka's going to be there. Wemby's going to be there. SGA's going to be there.
And we see guys get passed all the time. We see guys, prime example, you and I have this conversation about SGA and Jason Tatum, which wasn't a conversation 2 years ago. Same logic going on with Anthony Edwards, which isn't a conversation. So in 2 years, when he's much better, a much better defender, maybe even an NBA championship within that. Not only an NBA championship in that, he's in the conversation as the league MVP. So now he goes from where he is now, which I think you can supplant Anthony Edwards as a legit top 15 player in the game. If I'm out of line, straighten me out. But I think that
I don't know if everyone's stamping him there, but he's in that realm.
That's what I'm talking about. I think that he's in that conversation as a legit top 15 player. So now what you do 2 years from now, you add him his scoring going up. You add him being a better defender, making an all-league defensive team. You add the Minnesota Timberwolves going deeper into the playoffs, making the NBA championship, maybe even winning the NBA championship, and him still playing at that level. So now we go from a guy who was in the conversation for top 15. You just said it yourself, Swiper. You already have Victor Wembanyama at the end of this season. Even if they're a play-in team, you have him as a top 10 player. Even if
not
they're
because of Victor. They're going to be in the play-in because of Victor.
So that's what I'm saying. So if Anthony Edwards, this team ends up in the NBA championship, or they keep going deep into the playoffs, and Anthony Edwards ends up higher on the All-NBA team, ends up higher in league MVP votes, ends up making the NBA championship, we're going to have a completely different conversation about him. Way different, because you know how people are once we get to the postseason, how much better.
Just to address the chat, people are so weird. This isn't hating on Ant. This is talking about the rest of the league.
Having a conversation.
Mark, I'm telling you, this is twice now. You've been ejected in this conversation and just distracting it. Please talk hoops. Talk hoops.
I did.
No, Charles Barkley. Listen. Chill. This is my thing with this. I think Ant's going to be an incredible player, but the problem is, I think winning an MVP in this league.
Sure.
I'm sorry, bro, but like even SGA's about to have Chet Holmgren. He gonna have J-Dub. He gonna have Casey Wallace. He gonna have Alex Caruso still gonna be here by that point. You know, who knows? Probably locking everybody up and putting them in prison. Mm-hmm. Different connotation, obviously. But I think I'm just going across the board. Like SGA gonna be loaded.
Now think about what you just said. I'm Swiper. SGA is going to be loaded with the guys that he has. Now, just 2 years ago, we weren't having this conversation. What happens if the Oklahoma City Thunder win the NBA championship and SGA wins the league MVP? What's the conversation on him, especially if he gets busy in the postseason?
Oh, you talking about SGA?
SGA. What happens if he gets
MVP
busy?
and championship?
Yes. And
he's invested in the world talks. He'll be the
there
first.
We go.
He'll be the first guard since Steph.
Right.
But he's headed toward Kobe talks, if that's the case.
I know that sounds ridiculous, Mars. I know.
I'm not saying
that sounds ridiculous.
I'm not saying me.
I know that sounds ridiculous.
Why you want to bring up Kobe Bryant in this?
Because I'm saying the last guard besides Steph was in the best in the world.
It's not that he's better than Bryant. And by the way, Ox, it's not that he's better than Bryant.
It's just the last guard that was invested in the world talks with Steph.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
So then why is he in
that doesn't matter. That still has nothing to do with Kobe Bryant. You can look. This person could be the last person to do something since him. That doesn't mean you're anywhere near his level.
I didn't say he was.
Yeah, but why you bring his name into this?
Look, just leave him alone. Look, I know you're mad because SGA is a better scorer than Kobe. I know that. I know that's why you're upset.
What? But hold on. Hang on for a second. Hold on.
I gotta get some fresh air, man.
Hey, hang on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, let's chill out, y'all.
Tell me, what was Kobe? Who's a better mid-range shooter right now? Go ahead and lie to me, Chill. Go ahead and lie to me, Chill. Who's the better mid-range shooter right now?
But
Kobe or SGA?
He's not here. Okay.
Bryant.
What's last? Did Kobe ever shoot 49% on this volume?
But
for mid-range?
Chill thinks Jason Tatum is better than SGA in the mid-range, so he's just.
You think who?
He's not tapped into the mid-range game yet.
He said he's what?
I am top tier to the mid-range game. Yes, I am. 100% I am. And as crafty as SGA is in the mid-range, as good as he is in the mid-range, I won't argue that. He's fantastic in the mid-range. He was not better than Bryant. He wasn't the shot creator.
No, he's not. But I'm saying, but he'll be in the guard talks of like if he wins a championship and an MVP at 27.
That conversation's gonna come up. Right. It is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's not that he's better than Bryant. It's not that he's on the same page with Bryant, because he's not. But if he does that, and if you fast forward 2 more years and Anthony Edwards does that, he's going to be in that conversation. Even though I don't think he's that good. Even in 2 years, I don't think he's going to be that good. No, I don't. But that's going to be the conversation. Is he good as Bryant? Is he good as Wade? That's going to be the conversation. And the fact that he ended up that we've only had 3. If I think about the league MVPs, James Harden won it in 18. Jordan won it, and Bryant won it. Allen Iverson, sure, he won it too.
Jerry West was not
Jerry West didn't win the league.
Are we saying just MVPs? Okay.
Yes, he didn't win the league MVP. We just talking about shooting guards winning the league MVP.
Okay.
Yeah,
he will.
Kobe, Harden, Iverson, MJ.
I think that conversation. I think people are going to bring that up, and it's going to suck to have to talk about that because that shit going to take years off my life. Because there's going to be some people that are going to try to convince me that SGA is as good as Bryant, and you're not.
Well, they're going to have the numbers on their side too, just to be clear.
There we go.
Yeah, if they can manipulate the numbers, yeah.
No,
SGA is really good though.
He's fantastic. Yes, I'm gonna argue that. Yes, he is.
I'm not adding no caveat to that. I'm just saying SGA is him.
Whose turnaround are you more afraid of?
The point that I was bringing, the reason why we brought this up, Swiper.
Oh, he gamed you guys on a good turnaround, right?
The reason why we brought this up, Swiper, is because
he did. I called it. I was at the game. I called it. No, look, dead chill. He got the ball off of a steal, and he went down court, and I'm like, oh, he's going to make the shot because he's going to shoot 80% from that range. Turn around on Peyton Watson, bucket.
All right, fellas.
Ron, what is he still doing here?
Damn.
Let's get back to a couple more topics that I want to address for today. We talked about Team USA playing against Puerto Rico. We didn't really get into Team USA beating Germany in their last game of the qualifying rounds. They struggled offensively, but they were able to get the job done with stifling defense. Jackie Young led him in scoring with 19 points. Shout out to Jackie Young. The average opponent field goal percentage is at 40% in this tournament so far with Team USA, the women's team. How are we feeling about them moving forward?
Come on, Ron.
They're gonna win the gold. They're gonna be.
They might as well give them their medals right now.
Did y'all watch Asia's game? But did y'all?
I didn't see the last game.
Even her passing.
The last game against Belgium, right?
Code. Yes.
We talked about that.
I think it was France.
I think France. Too, because you brought them up earlier. Belgium. I think France is better than Belgium personally.
Word?
Yeah, I do. I think France has a better chance of beating them than Belgium does, and I say that 100% knowing that nobody has a chance to beat them.
Nobody. I just think the Team USA, their frontline defense is just so much better than anybody else's with AJ and Stewie. That I don't think that there's anybody that can match that. Belgium kind of not tricked me, but Belgium opened my eyes to the kind of plays and action that they run. I can get with that, but with Stewie, as busy as her hands are on the perimeter, and Asia, how she runs in transition, off of turnovers and off of rebounds, and how they look for her, they don't have anybody in the world to match that. Nobody. And Jackie, to Ox's point, Jackie, once she gets going, forget it. You got no shot. So
and when you got my bad, go ahead.
I just don't think that there's any other team in the world, women's team, that can match that. I just don't think there is.
So if you got the defense, like you were just saying, the defense on the women's team is incredible. Because you already talked about Stewie, you talked about Asia. We didn't even bring Brittany. See, didn't even bring up Brittany. Didn't even bring up Alyssa Thomas. Didn't bring up any of them. And Nafisa's a hell of a defender too. She might not be at the level of Asia and Alyssa or Brianna, but she's a hell of a defender too. And then Jackie Young, I think she's the best perimeter defender I think on the squad. There's a lot of defense over there. You can run any of these. Yeah, well, Kelsey get picked on, but she still competes and she gets in the pass.
Get Diana off the crew, Ox. Get off the crew.
You know what I did?
Shout out to Diana, but like I said, come on.
I did think about though if I'm not, this is not no narrative, just basketball. If Caitlin Clark was on this team feeding Asia and Brittany Griner right now, I mean, it would be.
I mean, they don't need Caitlin to do it. If it's
but I'm just saying,
there's much better distributors.
I mean, they're already doing everything, so it's not like they need more. But even like I said, even that the grade school Asia at the free throw line dump off to Brittany Griner at the rim, like they just don't have any. No one has any size.
Oh, just that high low.
Right. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, just that high low action for sure is unfair. I mean, that like we said before, we talked about, they don't need Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's not the best distributor. She's not close to the best distributor in the WNBA. I still think she should be on the team just for marketing and just business. So it has nothing to do with the reason Caitlin should be on the team. For me, has nothing to do with basketball, and I'm fine with admitting that. I'm more so talking about just putting eyes on the W, putting eyes on Caitlin, giving the people what they want. People wanting to see Caitlin Clark, let them see Caitlin Clark. I don't care who gets mad about it. I think she should be on the team, but it's not because of basketball. I don't think she's a top 12 player in the NBA, WNBA. I'm sorry. I don't think she's a top 10 distributor in the WNBA. I think that Caitlin Clark.
You don't think she's a top 10 passer?
I think there's much better passes, but that's not a knock. The WNBA is the best league in the world, bro. I'm not hating on Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark's a great basketball player. I think give her a couple seasons, she'll be in the talks of one of the best players in the WNBA. They don't need her, but whatever.
All right, fellas. Couple things. I want to get into the 3-on-3. It's we got a few things to talk about with 3-on-3 right quick. First off, the men, let's just get this out the way with, have completely crashed out. They are 2-5, which is the worst or second worst in the pool behind China, that's 1-6. And Latvia, shout out to Latvia. They're 7-0 right now. I know that the medal game is coming up today, I want to say. Yes, today. So the medal and the bronze games are today. So stay tuned for those. But the U.S. men will not be in there. As for the women, shout out to them because they have turned things around after going 0-3 in the world, shitting on them and saying that they were garbage and X, Y, and Z. They have now went 4-0 in their last, 4 games. They started off, and it was just weird because they started off by losing to Germany. Then they lost to, how do you say it? Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
I know I'm butchering that, but then they lost to that team or that country, and that country isn't really the best country. They're 2-5. So USA losing to them was kind of crazy. And then they turned around and lost also to Australia. So those were the first 3 teams that they lost to. And then they turned around and beat Spain, which is a very good team. Then they beat France, which is an even better team. Then they beat Canada in overtime, which they're a good team. And then they beat China as well. So shout out to them. They've turned things around, and they have a legit shot at winning things. So let's see if they can keep it going.
I don't understand how they were looking so bad when you got De'Aaron Hamby, you got Ryan Howard. Like, I just didn't understand it. I was watching them play France, and they were struggling with them so bad. I had to turn that shit off. Like, I had to turn it off. I couldn't. I had enough. Like, they should be kicking ass.
Ox, I wanted to ask you a question, and I want to stay here. Right, I want to get back to what we was talking about, but I'm gonna run down some names. I Swipe. I want to run down some names really quickly, and I want you to tell me if they're a better distributor. Kelsey Plum, she a better distributor than Caitlin Clark, Ox?
Kelsey's not, but Chelsea is.
Okay, so how about Julie Van Loo?
She's little. Hard for her to see things that Caitlin can see. I would say they're about close to the same. They're close to the same. She's just small. You know, it's harder to see over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Who would you take between the two of them as a distributor? I want to get back on
either one. I'm fine with taking Caitlin. I like.
How about
I'm fine with taking Enrique. No.
How about how about Jackie?
Jackie, probably not. No.
How about
Courtney? I would take Courtney Vandersloot. Yeah, I would take Courtney.
How about Courtney Williams up in Minnesota?
Nah.
How about Sabrina?
I would say they're about the same. I would say Sabrina and Caitlin are about the same. And so like.
How about Skylar?
We haven't even got through the whole list, Mars. We haven't talked about Marina Mabry. We haven't talked about any of these players yet. We still got a lot of. We haven't talked. How, Mars? We haven't even got anywhere near the end of the list. We haven't. You know what I'm saying? We haven't talked.
I'm sorry, y'all. I've been zoned out. My bad. I'm sorry.
How about
who
Skylar?
are we talking about?
How about Skylar's?
We're talking about passers with Caitlin Clark. Skylar, I'll take
stop.
I'll take Skylar. I'll take Kayla. I'll take Marina.
Oh my God, bro! It's clear that you just got an agenda, bro.
No, I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna do this shit. I'm not gonna do this.
It's clear, bro. Yo, she did have a 20 assist game.
That's cool.
What?
Hold on. I want to stay here.
No, I'm not gonna do this shit. We can move on. Chill.
So Skylar, how about Skylar?
Chill. No.
Oh, the answer. I said
a lot. How about Natasha?
Chill. I'm not gonna do this shit.
Chill. No. Why are you still?
Damn, Ron. Why are you ruining it, man? That was a good segment.
No, damn that segment. No, this is goofy. No.
Not to that shit.
Caitlin Clark stepped in the league as potentially a top 5 passer in the league. Potentially, but I'm just to be safe, I'm gonna say top 10.
No,
she stepped in the league as a top 10 passer, and she's gonna end the season as a top 5 passer.
She lead the league in assists too, Ron.
That's what I'm saying. You don't just lead the league in assists, and you're not one of the best passers in the league. Oh, she's just passing the ball to wide open layups for what's his name, the big girl down low, Aaliyah Boston. No, Ox, that's not how that works. If you are,
I don't need to explain to me how it works.
I'm explaining.
We can move on.
I'm explaining this to you and everybody else. Who
I don't need you to explain shit to me,
because like you say to Mars, you have motion. Okay, people believe in the stuff that you say, and you're polluting.
No, they don't, because these motherfuckers is in the chat, not even watching the games. They watch Caitlin Clark play, and that's it. They don't watch these other girls play. So I don't care what they're talking about in the chat. There is no motion. They don't believe that. Listen, you don't understand what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to talk about basketball, and because they deserve it, because they are,
and they deserve it. But that does not mean that they're better than Caitlin Clark. You don't have to lie.
These motherfuckers aren't even watching. They're not even watching the games, Ron. So I don't care, bro. We can move on.
I understand that. I understand that production doesn't make you, just because you produce more. I mean, I average more points than you. That means I'm a better scorer than you. Know, that does not mean that. But the idea that somebody is producing what she's producing at the level she's producing it at, that she's not, there's 10 passers in the game better than her? 10?
I mean, we was getting to it. I think, it's one of those things where you in the list from a range, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, obviously there's a good group of them. We're like, yeah, they all in there
It's
there together. But you know how I go though.
I do. So Ron, we was talking about 3-on-3. I feel like I could, to be honest with you, I know that they got better. If you rewind the clock, I could get 3 dudes from my neighborhood and we could beat them dudes. I'm keeping it a being with you. I think we could get 3 dudes from my neighborhood or 3 dudes from my town and we could beat them dudes. I'm good on this 3-on-3 logic. These dudes could be so much better. Come on, man. I didn't even know 3-on-3 was an Olympic sport. I did not know that.
Yeah, like I've said, I just find it crazy because I think it would be dope for some of these other guys to go play in 3-on-3. Tyler Hero, somebody like that, bro, go cook. You're not doing nothing else this summer. You playing in the pro-am. I just watch Paulo. I just watch Marjan. I just watch even a dude like Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn, he better than Jimmer for that. Go out there and cook. I'm saying, like, it's a whole laundry list of players that I feel like can go out there and eat. I'm like, okay, like you might not get the best payday, but at the same time, it's like you're getting an Olympic gold medal, and you're representing your country, and you get to go cook on one of the best stages in the world. You get to go over to Paris too. I just feel like that'd be dope. I don't see why more players don't do that.
I like the fact that Ice Cube said that he's challenging the 3-on-3 Olympic gold medalists to a 3-on-3 against the big 3, the best that they have. I like that. I think that's good for TV.
In case you didn't hear it, here it goes right here. Let me go ahead and put this up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, let me know if you can hear this or not.
About your reaction to USA's 21-6 loss.
They got their ass kicked. They need our players, without a doubt. Without a doubt, they need our players. The whole world can see that.
The gold medal winner.
Okay, gold medal winner. This your homeboy Ice Cube. Whatever country wins the gold medal, y'all need to come to Boston. We're going to pay for y'all trip to Boston, hotels, give y'all a little cash, and let's see who's the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? We believe that our all-stars will take you down. And if you don't believe it, we'll see you in Boston August 18th, baby. Yeah. Appreciate it.
How we feeling about this, fellas?
I love that.
That's how a world champion should be decided. Interesting.
I love that. 100%.
Yeah,
I love that. Yes, sir. Matter of fact, not only will we fly you in, we'll put you up and give you some bread. You the Olympic champ, prove that you the world champ.
That's
I like that. Yes, sir. I like that. We'll put you up in anything. I do like that, Ox.
The rules are different, though. I don't know what the Olympic 3-on-3 rules are. I just be like watching the game sometimes. Like, it's different to what the big 3 has going on. So I don't know whose rules they're gonna play by.
Looks like the court.
And also that's why I don't think you could just get some fringe NBA guys and be like, oh, just go out there and win gold. Like, it's kind of a different sport. Like, it's still basketball, but it's very different. Like from what? Oh my god, someone just fell in the pole. From when I'm watching it, it's a very different game. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you just give us NBA guys, you can. Yeah, you guys can win probably just off talent, but the game is played very differently. I do think you have to have some level of preparation for it. I don't think you could just go out there and just win, but maybe you can. I don't
know. As of right now, like how I told you guys, Latvia's 3-on-3 team is 7-0. So I gotta ask you guys. I'm running a poll in the chat right now, so I want you guys to answer this. Who wins? The Big 3 All-Stars or Latvia's national 3-on-3 team?
I'm picking Michael Beasley. That's what I know.
They have a shot clock in the do they have a shot clock in the Big 3?
Yes.
Okay. So they got a shot clock.
14, I think, is the shot clock.
Okay.
And just so you guys know too, the gold medal game is today at the men play at 1:35, which is 4:35 Eastern time, and 4:05 Eastern time is the women's gold medal game. Definitely want to tap into the women's game because I know that that I think US is in that game. If they're not in the gold medal game, they're in the bronze game. It's not letting me see it on ESPN, but I know that the men's team obviously Ice Cube just invited him out. I'd like for you guys to watch it and see if, those guys are really good enough to get with, the guys in the big three.
They don't mess with Michael Beasley.
Ice Cube gonna be pissed when these old niggas is getting ran all over the court.
It's very fast paced. It's very fast paced. But I don't care. Get it with Michael Beasley.
I think he'll be pissing. Not really, because it's good marketing still. It's still good marketing. So
not everybody in big three is old though. Like super, super old. Like some of them guys is 35, 30, 37.
Michael Beasley ain't that old. I think
Michael Beasley younger than KD, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Michael Beasley's 34.
Okay. And anytime I hear Michael Beasley's name, all I think about is I'm your favorite.
He might be 30. He might be 35.
That's
he's either 34 or 35.
He's like a year younger than KD, I'm pretty sure. So
he should start 34 or 35.
I'm your favorite player's favorite player.
He cooking?
All right, y'all. Before we transition to these super chats, you guys go ahead and like the video, share the stream with your best friend who hasn't watched yet, and also visit playerschoicemerch.com and become a Hall of Fame member. That's all you guys need to do. In the meantime, let me go ahead and share the medal results right now, the medal count. Here it goes on the screen right here. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this.
Yo, Great Britain got a for real Olympic team, yo. Great Britain is for real. I was watching Great Britain.
I don't know what events they're good at, but they
in track, they awesome.
Nice.
they damn good in track.
So here you can see it. USA is leading in overall medal counts with 75. China is second with 52, and France is third with 45. But shout out to Great Britain. They have 40. They're hanging in there. As far as gold medals, here we go right here.
This is what
we have China at 21, and China was up. I think yesterday they were up on the US by, I think it was 19-12. Yesterday, Sunday, US went crazy with gold medals. Obviously, Noah got one. I can't remember. There was a couple other people that got gold medals, but US went on a crazy gold medal run yesterday. So shout out to them. But China has jumped up 2 more, so they are leading the gold medal count with 21. USA has 19, Australia with 13, France with 12, Korea with 11, and Great Britain with 10. See, just yesterday, Great Britain was tied for 4th with gold medals. So you see, Australia just made a push, and also South Korea came and grabbed a couple gold medals as well.
Australia is good.
Archery.
Every event I'll see, they just be getting. There's an Australian just good at sports. I'm like, damn, nice, good on you, Australia.
Them archery and them fencing medals, they kind of pushing us over the top.
Is that what you guys are getting medals in? I seen China got a gold medal in swimming yesterday. I think some relay. I think they got.
Yeah, that was the first time that US has lost the medley relay since 1980, and in 1980 they didn't participate because they were boycotting the Olympics. And then the last time since then, I think it was like, I can't remember, but it was a long time ago.
I did see some American guy break a world record though in swimming. I can't remember his name. Fink or something.
Yeah, Finky. Yeah. Fink or Finky.
He broke like the 1,500 meter world record or something.
Yeah, set a world record.
Yeah, shout out to him.
And shout out Ledecky as well, and Simone Biles. Those two right now, what they're doing is like historic individually. But I was like, listening to some other people talk and whatnot. What they're doing collectively together has damn near never been done. Like, we've never seen two people of this magnitude compete. Well, at least in the US, compete in the same country doing something this historic at the same time. So shout out to both of them. They're both two GOATs, and they're going ballistic right now. It's like Jesse Owens and Jackie Joyner Curse running in the Olympics at the same time at their peak. So salute to those two, holding down on the women's side.
For sure.
But all right, here we go. Ox, you good? Bro, she's just the top 5 passer. It's okay.
Bruh, I don't care, nigga. Keep talking,
okay,
bro. You said this nigga sat here and sat here with swiping dick sucks SGA over Kobe Bryant. And when I get to talk about anything against Caleb Clark, no.
I never
if you don't want to talk, if you don't want to let me talk, that's fine, bro. Keep going. Y'all was talking about fencing and stuff. I'm not knowledgeable about fences, so I'm sitting there listening. I'm waiting for the next topic so I can jump back in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get back to it.
I'm sorry, Ox. I won't cut you off for the next 72 hours.
Me and Ron had a conversation on Saturday on Chill with Chill. We had a pretty good conversation about
and then this nigga's a weirdo, bro. This nigga look me in the motherfucking chat on every single time I get on the computer. This nigga be on everything, just swearing he know everything, bro. Like, bro, sit down. Like, jump off the computer for a minute, bro. Damn. It could be on some straight weirdo shit, bro. Like, I know this, I know that. Shut up, nigga. Just last year, you was hating on women, really up here showing your whole ass. Like, oh my God, like women can't do this, women can't do that. But now all of a sudden, bro, is a WNBA expert, bro. You are a nerd, nigga, for real.
Is he your buddy?
I don't know. No, not at all. Not like that. But just be like every day, bro. You don't know more than everybody, bro. Shut up, like, for real, bro. That shit is annoying as fuck. Like I just rewatched Penn Stream last night with the whole thing with Lowe. How you got time to be in there telling everybody what's going on and then be in this stream telling everybody everything? Like, bro, you don't know, bro. What the fuck? How could you possibly know that?
Damn, Taylor. Here I am really thinking that you knew it.
But in the chat in here just pestering everybody. Bro. Like you just know everything about everything and swear that you're the smartest about everything. Chill talking about he did the 23andMe. Oh no. You're a American. You from the you don't know? How you gonna tell Chill he's an indigenous American? Nigga, you don't know. Nigga, shut up, nigga. You don't know. Nigga, last year, this nigga showed his whole ass. Really proved that he hates women and got mad at me because he hates women. Now all of a sudden, since Caitlin Clarkson in the WNBA, you are a WNBA expert. That's weird, bro. That's just weird. You didn't like the WNBA last year. When I was talking about it, I was a misogynist. I was a feminist. I was pandering to women. But now you're a WNBA expert. Nah, I'm not finna buy that, bro.
Ooh, we need the Ox score, man. We need.
You are well done, buddy.
No, nigga, that's not how that works. Nigga. You can't just all of a sudden love the WNBA and know all these players and everything about them when just last year the WNBA was ass. It's terrible basketball. Nobody wants to watch that. They can't dunk. Like, come on, man. You can't switch up that quick.
You 100% said that. Yes, you did.
We know. He know.
Yes, you did. You 100% said that. Yes, you did.
Know. But he's not the only one. I'm just calling him out because he's the brainiac. So I like to talk to the smartest nigga in the room.
All right. Let's get into it, y'all. We got some more super chats, so let's go ahead and do it. Brax the Bandit just sent through a super chat. He said, is there a case for the 18 Warriors to be better than the 17? It felt like the 18 Warriors played better, but they didn't try as hard.
I think that's why that defense was worse in 18. Especially in the regular season, because they didn't try as hard. But them, even though they cheated, being able to overcome the most adversity.
Mars, can you please get on this cheating thing? I need to understand where you're coming from with this cheating thing, Mars. I really do.
The refs cheated. I don't know what to tell you. The refs cheated.
When did they cheat, Mars? What am I missing here?
In Game 7, they cheated.
So Game 7 in 2017.
18.
In 2018, they're playing Game 7 against
Houston. And they cheated.
I thought they beat them in 6 games that year.
No, that was 19.
That was 19. Okay, I'm sorry.
In 17, the Warriors swept the West. 12-0, went to the finals. Only lost one game, was the game the Cavs made 25 million threes. 2018, they beat the Spurs, then they beat the Pelicans, then they go against the Rockets, go to the Game 7, and the refs cheated. And then they swept the Cavs. And then 2019, they beat the Rockets in 6. But yeah, I think just them going through that adversity, being able to overcome the best team that they played in that run, in my opinion, and come out victorious, and then obviously get it done again in the finals. And their defense was elite in that postseason. Their offense was still doing the things it needed to do. But then you also got to factor in Steph Curry missed the first round that year. So, like, just from an all-around standpoint, I think the 17 Warriors were just better from regular season to postseason, health, and then the record and everything. It all just culminated into this is the best team. But 18, I think, if they played each other, I wouldn't be mad if someone said, I think 18 beat 17.
Which year was the year that Iggy got hurt and he missed a lot of I think I want to say 18. It was either 18.
Who got hurt?
Iggy ended up getting hurt. He had a knee injury.
18.
They would have made quick work. That was the year that them in Houston went 7 games. They would have made quick work of them. If Iggy was healthy, that series would not have gone 7. They would have definitely made.
And if Chris Paul was healthy, the Rockets would have won in 6. So who knows? But the rest cheated in Game 7. That's what I do know. Everyone knows. Chris Webber was commentating the game. He knew. Anyone watching the game knew. It's cool. It is what it is. The NBA wanted to see the Warriors versus LeBron again.
They got jobbed.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we understand it's a business. It's a business. The NBA thought the Warriors versus LeBron would make more business sense than the Rockets versus LeBron. So they did what they had to do. They made the call. It is what it is. We move and prosper. But everyone knows what happened.
I don't. That's why I was asking.
You know.
Drink More Water said, why are we acting like the teams that played 2 weeks earlier in the semifinals didn't have the same rest issues in 21 like the conference finals teams?
I guess he's trying to find a way to say the Bucks had the same disadvantages. Sure.
No, they didn't.
No, sure.
No. The teams. So that was in the bubble.
Yes.
The Bucks losing 5 games, so they're out. And in the Western Conference semifinals, Houston, they losing 5 games also. They didn't have the same disadvantage of having to come back. Like when the Lakers won the NBA championship, the season started like 6 weeks later. That is not even close to the same thing as having almost 2 months off or 2.5 months off. That's not close to the same thing. The season ended, I believe the season ended at the end of October. If I'm not mistaken, the NBA championship was at the end of October in 21. I mean, in 20 in the bubble, something like that around the end of October, maybe the first week of November was the NBA championship. The first game was on Christmas.
October 11th was the final game of the season.
Okay,
October 11th.
The final game. So you figure the October 11th, December 11th, that's like 2.5 months. Training camp opens 6 weeks later. 6 weeks. So, I mean, how much time did they really have?
The Bucks got an extra month off than Miami.
An extra month? How much? Wow. Give me a break. Those two things are not the same thing. Not even close. Not even close.
All right, y'all. Benjamin Griffin said, do y'all think Bolt's 9.58 100-meter dash will ever be broken?
I think he could have ran a 9 flat, to be honest with you. I never
9 flat is ridiculous.
I think Mars,
how many times did he turn around and look while he was
Mars?
running?
I seen this dude running in. I never seen him run for his life. That's what I never saw him do. I never saw him like he was running for his life, like a lion was chasing him or something like that. No, I never seen him do that. He's running 9.58 and he's looking back at everybody with his hand up like none of y'all dudes as close as fast as me. If he was running for his life, there was a part of me that was like, yo, this dude might be able to run a 9 flat for real.
Maybe he could have got it to like 9.5, like flat 9.5, maybe. I don't know. Because if Usain Bolt run a race all the way through, maybe I don't know, because 9.58 looks crazy. What's crazy to me is Tyson Gay in that same race ran a 9.71. Was so far second.
He was like
9.71 is like one of the 5 best times ever, and he was so far second. It was crazy. I'm like, that's what's ridiculous to me.
He was getting smoked.
I don't know. Maybe a 9.58 can be beaten.
Yes, I do. I know a lot more about sprinting than you know. Yes, I do, and I know that it's almost ridiculous to make up 0.2 seconds. I know. I was over exaggerating when I said a 9 flat. But
chill. If somebody beat that, Bolt gonna lose his baller belly, come out of retirement, and beat that.
You give Bolt some like time and training. Bolt could run under 10 still. I think Bolt could run under 10.
Today he's 37, by the way.
I think Bolt. You gave him and that might be Glaze. I don't know. You give Bolt 6 months or however long it takes him to get in shape. I think Bolt could get you under 10. I think he could get you under 10. One time with the right conditions. I think he could get under 10.
I do think somebody eventually beats this record. I don't know how long it's going to take. When I say eventually, it could be 100 years from now. But I'm never somebody. Let's say somebody beats it in 10 years. Another Jamaican guy. And I'm just saying for hypothetically.
Yeah.
Somebody beats it in 10 years. So another Jamaican guy.
It's got to be a Jamaican run.
Of course. I don't know, something over there. Just they be running fast. I don't know.
But what I do want to say is he can beat it. I still won't think he's ever faster than Usain Bolt.
Oh, that's crazy, Glaze.
Ever. No, it is, Mars. Yo, the way he was just the way
Mars, you just said it yourself, Mars. Tyson Gay ran a 9.71. Like, we was blown away when Ben Johnson ran a 9.79. Like, what the hell? He's running a 9.71 and getting smoked. Like, he's not running a 9.71 and Usain Bolt is running like a 9.69 or 9.6 or 9.7 flat. No, he's running a 9.58, smoking him after running a 9.7. I think
the only people to run faster than a 9.71 is Bolt.
That's it.
Bolt.
He ran a 9.69.
Johan Blake ran a 9.69, and then Tyson Gay. Tyson Gay has the 5th fastest time ever, the 3rd fastest time of all people, and he got gapped in the race in which he ran it. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's ridiculous. Well, shout to Usain Bolt.
Just made that shit look easy, year after year after year.
To that point, I think Tyson Gay, that was the 2nd fastest time ever to that point. And it was in the same race as the guy who ran the fastest race ever. There's nothing Tyson Gay could have done to win that. It wasn't meant to be.
Ron, I don't think you understand, like, running the length of a football field in under 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. Shout out Usain, man.
I could do it. Give me the right trainer.
No, you can't, Moss.
You look, I don't feel like sprinting, so I'm just like, whatever.
Even if you felt like it, Moss, you can't do that. Me and my brother had this conversation. We were watching, this was years ago. We was watching Serena in the US Open. He was like, I could do that. I was like, no, you can't. She'd wipe the floor with you. She would there's a reason why it looks as easy as it does, because they pros.
Let me run 50 meters and let Bolt run 100. I guarantee we finish neck and neck. Guarantee it.
Mars, so when you come out of retirement, what country are you running the Olympics for?
There's a refugee team in the Olympics.
No, there's not a refugee team, Mars. You either on the Jamaican team or you on the Great Britain team. Which one is it, Mars?
Okay, first of all, no. There's a refugee team. I want to represent the refugees. I want to hell no. I want to represent the refugees.
You're not rocking France?
I want to represent the refugees. So yeah, that's gonna be my team. Maybe like a country that doesn't have a medal. Maybe I represent them, but probably the refugee team.
FIFA boy said start bench cut. Fluent Jalen Penn. And then he said El Lambo, which I agree with. Start bench cut. Fluent Jalen Penn.
Wait a minute. What's the last part, Ron?
El Lambo.
What's that about, yo?
It's just chat beef, chill. And then we just added another layer or a whole nother chapter to chat beef. I won't say no names or anything, but yeah, this chat beef thing it gets real. It gets real. But start bench cut Canadian edition, players choice panelists. Fluent, Jalen, and Penn. Chill. I'm gonna start with you.
I'm starting my man Tony Tone. So and between Jalen and Penn, I'm gonna cut. I'm a bench Penn and I'm cutting Jalen.
Damn, Jalen.
Safe answer. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jalen, did you really think Chill was gonna bench you?
Hey, I don't know. You don't want to know what Jalen gonna do if he finds out you cut him. I don't know. I have to start him just for safety.
Mars.
Oh, Fluent made a TikTok responding to one of my comments. So cut Fluent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cut Fluent. Penn's beefing with Low right now, so start Penn. And then we gonna bench Jalen. Yeah, we're just gonna. I'm not gonna make a joke about Jalen. I don't want to get cancelled, so bench Jalen.
Smart move. Ox, curious to see how you rocking with this.
Fluent ditched us, man. I had big love for Fluent. I've been missing Fluent for months. He ditched us, man. Cut Fluent with because I'm like, where'd you go, fool? I gotta see how Penn holds his own in this Ox court. Subpoenas just went out last night, so you know what I'm saying. We got to get to the bottom of this, settle this differences between Low and Penn. But start Jalen.
Start Jalen.
Start Jalen. Start. Jalen made a mistake and duck no smoke. I'm saying Jalen ain't no sucker.
No, he is not. Nope. No, he is not.
That's weird. That's strange.
All right, Jose Primo said, "I've been promoting C Weekend. I'm dropping 50." Hey, Primo, we might be in your neck of the woods too, but you're not gonna pull up, and you're not dropping 50. Not with Mars guarding you.
Yeah, I'm getting into basketball shape, man. I'm trying to show you that. Hey, put me on an 8-foot rim. I'll give you a rim grazer. I'm just saying, like, hey, I get up a little bit, man.
Hey, Mars, I can
put the fingertips up there.
See you with the smaller ball. With the smaller ball, I can see you doing the reverse 360. And chill, the winner that Vince Carter used to hit. I can see you doing that.
I can get a little bit creative if you give me a tiny ball that I can palm. Yeah, I can get a little bit creative.
I'm for sure dropping Primo the location. Like, pull up.
I'm working on that the basketball game too. I don't know if we're gonna have a group of guys play against us. I don't know if we're just gonna split up the PC guys, but we for sure gonna get it in. No doubt about it. Hey, Mars. So let's say you are in an 8-foot rim and you putting on a dunk show. Who do you want throwing lobs to you? At an all PC.
You're the best point guard around. What do you mean?
Dub included.
I was going to change my answer.
I'm just
the best passer I ever seen is Ox. Ox, the best passer I ever seen, man. He was making Low viable on the court. So, I have to respect. I have to respect someone who makes his teammates better, man.
He passed Low into being a positive.
Yeah, man. You can make Low a positive. Hey, man.
I had Low looking like Kenyon Martin and Dub looking like Vince Carter. You know what I mean? I was on my J Kid.
Yeah, it was some. I was good at basketball, man. Nearly on my level, but
he ain't there yet though.
But I respect it because you can tell Ox been practicing his whole life to try and get to the natural talent I have. So I respect the effort that he puts forth. So that's what I respect Ox.
That's gonna be tough, Goose. That is tough, brother. That is tough, but I think I'm gonna take Stockton though. That's hard you're making it hard on me, brother. But I think I'm gonna go with Stockton. I think so.
Ox can do everything John Stockton does, but he's 7 inches taller. That's clearly Ox.
I'm saying it's no way. It's no way I'm losing to John Stockton on the PC panel. No way. If that's the case, I would never touch a ball again.
It's Ox clear.
Mo said, "Chill. Is Katie the greatest 7-foot scorer ever?"
No.
Shit.
Kareem.
Yes, that's who it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me KD. I don't know. Give me KD.
I think you got to take Kareem. Though.
I'll take Jabal.
No, I don't have to take Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
No, not you. When I say that you got to, I mean like me. Like I got to take him.
Yeah. Kareem.
I understand taking KD though.
Yeah, Kareem solid.
Mo followed up by saying, "Would y'all make a case for Kawhi being top 10?
Small forward, yeah. He in my top 10.
Top 10 all time. I would gladly.
I could do that. Sure.
I would gladly make a case for Kawhi and gladly get cooked for 3 hours straight.
You go Kawhi over Scraper?
Ox, you a Scotty? I'm not.
No,
I'm about to say because that didn't come out fast enough for me. What is going on?
No, till 2021 Kawhi Leonard, like I'll never forget that.
Okay, so with as good as 2021 Kawhi Leonard was, word, I could get with that logic. Ox, do you remember why you fell in love with Scottie Pippen? You remember that dude? Do I need to remind you of him?
Nah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Wait, so you guys think the best Scottie Pippen is better than the best Kawhi?
Nah, I don't think so. Kawhi was just too polished on offense in that mid-range game. But Scottie did do some things that Kawhi don't do, like the playmaking of Scottie and being able to kind of just run the show and stuff. Scottie is undervalued for being able to do that. But just Kawhi's ability to score and give you 30 on any given night and do it very efficiently.
I'll give you the buckets.
I gotta go.
I'll give you the buckets. Yes, I will give you the buckets.
At their best, I got Kawhi, but the health and everything included, I think Scottie probably got it. But you tell me injuries don't exist and I just get the best version of either one of them? Yeah, give me Kawhi.
All right, Mo said Nets Harden over Wizards Russ.
Sky's blue.
Bad take.
Okay.
Sky can technically be black sometimes.
Don't tell Jay.
White.
Mars, you remember that Washington team? and what and oh my God. Yeah, wow.
I remember Russell Washington. I remember Russell Washington.
And I don't want you to remember Russ, Mars, more than I want you to remember that Washington team, how bad they were. That was not a good team. And what Russ did, I mean, we're talking about they ended up making the playoffs that year. And I think it was like a month left in the season. They weren't a playoff team. You know how I feel about the play-in tournament. I don't think the play-in tournament is viable at all. But that last month, Russ basically threw the crew on his back with Bradley Beal and took them to the playoffs. He did do that.
James Harden was maybe the best player on the Brooklyn Nets in that regular season. If he didn't get hurt in the postseason, there would be so many different conversations about James Harden. He was so good in that Boston series. Now I know Boston were undermanned, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, James Harden, he translates the play. I'm not doing that. Right. But James Harden in 2021, that year was the end of James Harden's career. That hamstring injury, he hasn't been the same since. Like normally it's like, oh, this guy just declined. You don't know why it started or whatever. There's a clear point in time where you can just see James Harden's career just changed. And it was that hamstring injury against the Bucks. That's where his career changed. He hasn't been the same since from what he was before. That moment right there. James Harden was one of the 7, 8 best players on the planet in 2021. Russ wasn't that. Wasn't even close to that. No disrespect to him, but he wasn't. James Harden was one of the undoubtable top 10 players on the planet. That's how good he was playing. He just got hurt. And he hasn't been the same since, unfortunately. But that was still prime James Harden in 2021. That wasn't prime Russell Westbrook.
Didn't average a triple-double. Who cares?
What did he average? Like 25 and 10?
Wasn't that?
Oh, he only averaged 8 rebounds. Frauds, man. He only averaged 8 rebounds. What a bum.
If he would have took that fat suit off, he could have got 2 more.
Yeah, man. If he got 2 more rebounds, though, yeah.
Okay. Facts, man. If he wouldn't, he got 2 more Trill burgers, though. I bet that.
But what is it though? Because you said something about the playoff situation. What is it that makes a player not as good in the playoffs? Like, what happens to a player? Or is he just as good? It just looks different, and the stats just aren't the same.
No, some players definitely get worse. Some of it, the basketball is a mental game. Some of it, I think, is just mental with players. Some people are built differently mentally. Some of it, I think, can be one-dimensionality. Like if you're more one-dimensional and teams are able to scheme against that, you can struggle more because teams can game plan against what you can and can't do. Some of it can be just shot variance. If you take a lot of difficult shots, you might just miss them at the wrong time. Like Steph Curry is likely to have a game in every series where he goes 3 for 15, just because when you shoot that many threes, you're probably going to have a game where you don't shoot very well. So having those over the course of a playoff series or a bunch of playoff series can really drag down your efficiency. In an 82-game season, having a few games where you go 4 for 17 isn't as bad as having a couple games like that when you only play 12 games in the playoffs. It just drags down your percentages. So I think that's a part of it. Some of it is teammates. If you have lesser quality teammates and teams are really able to key in on you, you can look worse because they're double teaming or triple teaming, and your teammates can't capitalize on those things. So I think it's a combination of some players are more one-dimensional or easier to scheme against. Some of it's mental pressure and just how you hold up against adversity, and then some of it can be just what you have around you and how teams scheme against that. I think it all can come together to have bad playoff players, great playoff players, all of the above, which is why I think Reggie Miller is one of the best playoff players ever, and he just gets slept on. I don't know why, but I think it was hard to take away what Reggie did because he did it without the ball in a game where off-ball players weren't really respected. Reggie was, to me, undoubtedly the second best shooting guard in the league for a long time, but he never just got the love he deserved because he was averaging like 19, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. He didn't do it with the ball in his hands. So people didn't respect him more than they would respect like a Mitch Richmond, who I think Reggie Miller was just clearly better than. But it was just different, and I don't think it was respected. So, yeah.
Cultured Bandit said, Cultured Bandit is heat.
W Bandit.
Yo, what is wrong with y'all?
Respect the Bandits, man. Respect the Bandits, man.
Shout out to the Bandits.
I just want to say, long live the name Cultured Saundered. It's a new era. It's a new sheriff in town, and he goes by the name of Cultured Bandit. And he said the 2021 Nets in Bucks series was so much fun to watch.
It was. Mm-hmm.
It was. That's one of my favorite series of this decade.
Goat James said SGA is 6'4.5", but has a long wingspan, and Dort is 6'2" in 7 or in 3/4.
6'3".
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right. Shea is definitely not 6'6". I know that. Yeah. So 6'4.5". Yeah, that sounds about right.
So that's probably 6'4.5" with no shoes on.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so
maybe he's 6'4.5" in shoes. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I compare these guards in height to Jalen Green. Shea and Anthony Edwards are shorter than Jalen Green. So whatever Jalen Green's listed at, either he's taller or they're shorter because he's taller than them. That's
Jalen got to be like 6'7".
I think Jalen's like 6'6" in shoes.
He looks like he's about 6'6".
And I think Ant is probably about 6'5", and Shea's probably somewhere.
But TV does that. I remember I was in college, Mars, and I remember the assistant coach at Long Beach State. He said that I looked like I was 6'7" on TV. I was like, no. Yeah.
You look about 6'1" in real life, so.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait to watch Jalen Green hoop this year. Side note.
Man, if it's a year like last year, I'm gonna be so demoralized. Unless it's like March, then I'm gonna be
it's gonna be the second half of the
That's
year.
what I'm talking about, Mars. Don't forget. I mean, that last month of the season that could spill over. Yeah,
if it does, I'm gonna be unbearable. I ain't gonna lie. If it does, I'm gonna be unbearable.
Yeah, no, he got it. Yeah. He got to come like that all season, bro. He can't do it again like last.
He's playing
season.
for a contract. He's playing for a mass contract. So hopefully that incentivizes him even more. If he plays like March, Jalen Green a whole year, I'm gonna be unbearable. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be unbearable. You're not gonna like it. We win 50 games and Jalen Green playing like March. Yeah, you don't want to hear from me.
March 50.
Conservative estimate. We get March Jalen Green for a whole year. We might mess around with 50.
Bro, why is that ridiculous, man? I mean, Sacramento
was in
12th. Sacramento was in 12th place. The next year they won 48 games.
So I know you believe that they're going to be the new Sacramento Kings from a couple years ago.
Thunder.
We're the new OKC. That's what we are. We're the new OKC. We got Reed Shepherd, you know. Reed Shepherd. Yeah.
I am under the belief that y'all. I think Reed should be starting by the end of the year. That's just me. That's how good I think.
In whose spot?
No, I think y'all should get off Fred.
Yeah. His contract's up after next year. So
okay, I'm that high on Reed Shepherd though. I think he could step in and be, just be exactly what you guys need alongside those other guys. Even if it's not like, I'm not saying Reed's gonna step in and average 20 and all of this, but just as an elite shooter, as somebody that can do a little bit of playmaking, as somebody he's a smart basketball player too, pretty athletic for his size and his build. I think Reed should get the keys to the point guard position right now. But we don't got time to get into all of that. Mo said shooting guards, Jordan, Kobe, Harden. That's the order. Dub Mars.
Give me Jordan, Kobe, Wade, then Harden, and then fifth.
Then Allen Iverson.
Who do I have fifth? I don't know. After those four, I don't know. Maybe Clyde, maybe AI, maybe T-Mac if I'm feeling weird. I don't know. George Gervin.
Goat James said, "Oh no, how can Ant beat 44% from the field, 36% from 3 on 25 shots?
How can he?
Yeah, he's talking about James Harden. Oh. Yeah, we using field goal percentage in 2024, man. It's crazy. Whatever, I guess.
Chocolate just sent through $1.
Thank you.
Nice. Drink more water said, why Paulo being left out these convos? Yeah, why is Paulo being left out these convos?
I'm not as high on Paulo as most people, so. But it was Swiper having the convo, so you got to be mad at Swiper. But yeah, I'm not as high on Paulo as most. But he is on, Paulo's what, 21?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. To say he won't be in like the top 10 talks in the future, I do think that's probably wrong because he's 21. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. We'll see how he develops. Paulo, I have so many things I can't wait to see next season. Like, there's so many things. I want to see LaMelo. I want to see Zion. I want to see Houston. I want to see Paulo and Franz. There's so many things I want to see for next season. I want to see the Pistons. Maybe not for long, but I want to see the Pistons. Like, there's so many things I want to see. I want to see the Hawks.
They're going to be better, Ron. They are.
I'm really interested with what the Hawks got going on with Trey, and they're actually putting defenders around him. Trying to tell you guys about Dyson Daniels. I've been trying to say that since he was on Pelicans.
Mars, I really like what they got going on.
Yeah,
they got 4 light-skinned guys over there that I'm like, all right, if y'all, I can see it. I'm starting to see it. Jalen Johnson gonna be a star.
Mm-hmm. I tried telling people about Jalen Johnson in his draft class too, but they weren't using him, and now Yeah, I like the Hawks, man. I like the Hawks a lot.
War V Room said SGA will retire as a top 10 driver of all time.
Nah, Lewis Hamilton is in the top 10.
Right. Like, what kind of driver we talking about?
Yeah, what we talking about, man? You gotta have Schumacher in there, Senna, Hamilton, Verstappen's getting up there now.
Michael Johnson.
Yeah, there's some good drivers out there, man. I don't know. Top 10
we got a new member. He goes by the name of FMB 5 Trail 5. Shout out 5 Trail 5.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
FIFA Boy said, Ox versus Tay Luke, Ox Court. Get the stream ready, Ox.
Damn. Not even one for Ox Court now.
All right. Almighty Scambo said, El FIFA, El Ron, El Bozos, come get your chains back.
Damn, you took their chains? Tough.
FIFA, keep it, pawn it, and get your mama something nice for me. Tyrone Flawless Wiggins said Mars on an 8-foot rim equals top 10 scorer of all time.
Yeah, you guys don't want to know. You guys don't want to know.
Mars, you that nice? If we lower the rim, Mars, you that nice?
Yeah. You lower the rim to 8 feet. I'm dunking like Trae Young. I'm dribbling with my left hand like Bob Cousy. And I'm shooting them threes like a Men Thompson, man. I don't know what to tell you. I got NBA comparisons for it.
Last but not least, the last super chat of the day before we get up out of here. Tyrone Winston said Pirate had the greatest second round in history.
Threw me. I thought he short circuited. To be honest with you, Mars, because the first round I was with y'all. When he started that, I thought he short circuited. I was lost, but I was like, oh shit, what's happening?
Yeah, me and Pirate were going back and forth. Ron can attest to it for like 4 days, beefing about that Larry Bird, Magic Johnson question. Because both of us understood that Larry Bird was the clear correct answer. So we wanted a different question, but different questions weren't coming. So I said Pirate could have whoever he wanted between Jokic and Steph. I wasn't bothered. He went with Steph. I think Steph has the higher peak, but I was fine arguing for Jokic. And then the third question was going to be something different. It was the hand checking. It was the 3-point line. It was something about the 3-point line. We didn't like it. So then they changed it to this draft thing. And me and Pirate were adamantly disagreeing about who should get Larry Bird. So then Ron said Mars gets Larry Bird, but Pirate gets the first 2 picks in the 2v2 draft. Then we agreed on that. That was cool. Neither of us were still really happy in terms of this Larry Bird question. But then Pirate got Luka and Giannis, and then I had to go make my 2 picks. I wasn't allowed Jokic or Steph because they were already in the previous question. So then I took JT and KD, and then it was cool. Pirate just did what he had to do to try and win that Bird round the only way he probably could have won it. Because if Pirate actually started talking about basketball, yeah, Bird would have swept. So Pirate did what he had to do, man. I respect it. He had to find a way to win the round. he found a way. I'll say that he found a way.
Yep.
Hey man, shout out to Magic's Johnsons and long balls. We will see you guys tomorrow at the same time.
Later.
And the Klay Thompsons.
Later.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.